All right, man. Season 6, episode 44 of the PreGame podcast. We got a special guest, man. Shout out to Eddin, man.
Yeah. Hey.
Engineer, videographer, DJ. You know what I'm saying? This is a big deal. You know what I mean?
Is it really a big deal?
Hell yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, we drove a long way.
Yeah. This is 10 hours.
Oh yeah, that is 10 hours.
For sure, man.
Got it.
It's a little drive for sure.
A little.
And we know you've been around this game for a very long time.
A while. I'll say like 5-6 years now.
Yeah.
For podcasting particularly. Yeah.
Indeed, man. Can you tell where everybody that can find you?
You can find me at Thank You Eddin on all social media. So if you got Twitter, IG, are y'all on Be Real?
I don't know what that is.
I downloaded Be Real. I haven't used it yet.
It's basically every day you have a certain time to post pictures, right? Only one time, only two pictures, and what happens is it takes a picture of your front and back camera at the same time. So it's kind of more intimate. You know, you're not over here making mad posts to get like mad people. It's just close friends.
It's like a restricted.
Wow.
It's like Instagram with like parameters on it.
Exactly. Basically, it's very interesting. I like the content.
Huh?
Yeah.
You can only post once a day.
Once a day, and it tells you.
Yeah.
It tells you get a time, and you cannot look at people's stuff or their Be Reels until you post that day.
Right.
Everything's blurry.
Wow. Yeah. So you got to unlock. It's a game.
Basically.
Have the sex workers found this site yet?
Oh hell yeah! Oh no, hell no!
Oh,
oh hell no!
Now they all over that.
Yeah, they would lose there. They need like active feeds.
Show me.
The only fans
titties on one side, priceless on the other.
Right there you go.
I just got TikTok and they on there.
Oh yeah, they on there.
What's kind of show and tell?
Yeah.
Like, show me something, I'll show you something. Quid pro quo.
Wow. So okay, Be Real. We said that. I thought about the old rapper.
Be Real.
Yeah, what's buddy name?
Can you catfish? You sound like you can kind of catfish on there too.
Nah, it's like you only got one shot.
Oh yeah, you only get one.
Can you
shot.
like redo it if you fuck it up?
You can.
Okay.
You get 2 minutes though to do it, and then you post late if you don't do it in that 2 minutes.
Like, Grandma, hold my phone real quick.
Yeah.
I feel like you're selling us on this. Are you investing?
Hey, you know
Are you
what?
an investor?
No, BeReal.com. You feel me? No. Join in now. See, look, he's downloading right now.
Wow, look at man. Faye, you about to get on there?
Said, nah, not me.
I ain't gonna.
I'm looking at that. That sounds interesting though. I feel like that kind of helps the the negative connotation to Instagram.
Yeah, for sure. It makes it more.
Yeah.
It's real.
You can't keep shit holstered for months from the one time you went out of the country and keep posting it.
You can't have batches of content.
Right.
Nope.
How do you guys feel like in terms of the stuff you guys do and how you promote? Do you feel like IG's like fair to who sees your stuff?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think
man.
it depends. I think that algorithm is gonna work. I think the Instagram's
feed
algorithm
it.
is gonna work for itself.
Feed me.
Instagram's gonna work for itself.
You know
It's
what?
like-
We haven't get into the interview yet, but I got a question. So since we're here now, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you are kind of set the template for podcasts across the globe, if you will, in regards to how to create reels, etc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what is your creativity as far as your reels go? So if you don't know Eddin, you should. But you think about WTF Media Studios. You're behind those podcasts on there.
Yeah.
Horrible Decisions, Roy and Maul, also Flagrant 2.
Yeah, I've done Flagrant 2. I haven't done in a while.
Got you.
But I remember from those times in itself, that was probably where I learned the most when it came to like making content for social media, like making specific thumbnails, like big printed letters, a crazy ass face, like just to get people's attention, making sure sizing is proper, all the technicalities. That's where I got that from, and it helped me a lot because let's say even for my own stuff, and that's why I asked you guys. It made me want to learn. Okay, well, what can I do to get people to bite?
I feel like Instagram, for all its negatives, it knows when you're being lazy. Like if you're posting
Definitely.
repetitive shit, it won't allow you to thrive that way.
I just don't think, like, let's say, I don't know if y'all know this. So when you go on IG, you have to click the logo for it to give you a drop down menu to tell you, okay, now you're gonna look at the people you're following. Did y'all know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I get sick and tired of fighting with Instagram. I don't know these fucking people.
Like you're gonna see mainly, let's say if you follow, I'm in a group of men right now, Bleacher Report, Sports Center,
Yeah.
TNT. You feel me? Sports.
Taz Angels.
You will see it, right? Taz Angels, right? You feel me? You're gonna
Taz
see
Angels,
that
man.
way more than any of your friends shit, and that sucks because it's like, can you imagine how many people are supporting you guys and they're not gonna be able to see your content there, and that's your marketing. IG is your marketing. Like,
That's real.
It sucks.
Well, I feel like now though, I mean, and kudos to, you know what I'm saying, what you've been able to do, but I feel like reels are it. So shout out
Video
to
content, period.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Jose. We just we've added him to our team where
That's
we
awesome.
then send him content. He creates the videos for us, and we got a great reaction from it.
Good.
But I feel like that's the blueprint. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So if you're in the media game, that's got to be the blueprint moving forward. Or I do feel as though that your content will be stepped on by the algorithm.
Look, back then it was, and when I say back then, I mean like months ago. Back then it was 15 seconds for the reel type shit, or a minute max or kind of thing. Now everything's a reel.
Yeah.
Everything is video content. IG doesn't want to be a photo platform anymore. I understand. I get it.
Yeah, with TikTok.
Look
You
at
know what
TikTok.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they are directly competing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And just like when our TikTok went up, I said that our TikTok went up a couple days ago, and then we posted the second TikTok, and then Instagram said, "Oh, we want this one." And then Instagram, the algorithm picked it up.
Yeah.
I noticed and said, "Brrr," and
Yeah,
a bunch of
fighting
people
for
saw it.
content. It's crazy.
Did you guys see like a whole shift in, let's say, viewership once you guys started posting on TikTok?
We can't tell just yet. We only like two. It's like our third day out here.
Yeah,
That's fair.
when
Yeah, we
it
just
comes to the video content, we
Yeah.
just kind of started.
Okay.
Hey man, you commandeered this interview.
Hey,
We have a setup.
Yeah, we do. We ain't even got to our shit yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just
Nigga-
talk. The
Yeah,
coffee
nigga
hasn't
doing
hit
us.
yet. The coffee hasn't hit yet.
He says, let
I'm
me ask you guys a
interviewing.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are that's what they tell you in them interview tips. Hey, ask them questions. That's
You're
what
not
they say.
wrong.
That's real. But
Tell me
anyways, we always start off the interview with the pregame podcast pop quiz. You were pop quizzing us. You know what I'm saying? But now we're gonna make it official
Oh boy.
and do the pop quiz with you. It's gonna ask you for your question. Do your best to answer.
Okay.
I go first. What is a podcast topic that you are sick and tired of hearing about and you wish would disappear
Ooh.
forever?
Kanye. Right now. Kanye.
Already?
Yes.
What are we gonna talk about? today?
Kanye.
That's fine. I'm with it. It's just every week, every single week. Kanye did this. Okay, sure. You can only hear that for so long, and especially in entertainment, you're gonna hear it 1,000 times. It's gonna calm down for 20 minutes, and you're gonna hear it right back again. So
Yeah,
Kanye.
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you being a DJ, what's one song you play that's gonna send wherever you're playing, it's gonna just make it go crazy?
This year,
Yeah, this year or all time too. I'd like to know what you're playing this year.
all
though,
time.
for real.
Look, I've been DJing for the Whites for a long time.
Oh, okay. All right.
The whites.
The Whites
It's like the
The
whites.
for a
Whites.
long time. And when they hear "Dancing Queen" by ABBA,
Wow,
they go
that's
fucking
it.
nuts.
Really?
They go fucking nuts.
I bet I can see that.
They go nuts.
Oh
And I guess "September" by Earth, Wind and Fire. Both of those.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
They
Oh,
go nuts
okay.
for it.
That's a banger.
what's up.
Wait, the whites like
You know
that
what I
one?
mean?
They love it.
Really?
It'll be July. And they're gonna
had
be
no
singing
idea
that
they liked
shit
that.
like
And
it was
September
September.
still his.
Love it.
That's
Every
crazy.
time. Yeah.
Rising of Dr. King. I don't know.
Yeah, them Jaeger shots will
The
make
Jaeger,
it
yeah, the
crazy.
fireballs get them
Yeah,
going. Yeah.
peace equality. That's what they think when they hear September.
Well, you know they
And,
love
and
they
like I
love
said,
You know
that.
they love that.
Yeah, and anything Drake. That's an easy.
That
one.
there you
That's-
go,
that's-
man. Aubrey, man.
That's across all
Yeah,
platforms.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
that's without a doubt.
Indeed. All right.
I'm surprised I didn't get the "Do I eat ass" question. That's a very famous one.
I don't, like,
I don't
personally,
necessarily need to know
I
that.
don't even know if you'd ask or not, bro. I'll just let you.
People,
Do your
it's okay.
thing.
But
That's
people
none of my
always
business.
ask that question because I do the horrible show, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, because of horrible decisions, they
Yeah,
put you in peculiar.
eating ass was a whole podcast topic for at least 2 years. Let me
That's
tell you
crazy. Just-
now. Look, you see how he's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
eating doo-doo
eating
butter.
ass
there.
was a
They're over
big
there
topic. I
grinning.
don't know why.
Damn.
Let me see. Now I gotta ask you guys who he's ass here.
This is not-
I'm a virgin, so I don't really get into
Yeah,
all
I-
that.
You can still eat ass and be a virgin though, right?
That's true. That's
you
not,
saw him a
it's
month
not
now.
penetration.
Okay.
He's not
No,
wrong.
that's
Yeah.
eating pussy.
Oh,
Oh,
so what?
okay.
There you go.
So it's
I don't even want to know what it would be called if it's just eating ass.
Just eating ass and going home. You're a
Punch.
sicko. You're a nasty motherfucker.
Yeah.
You
All right, thanks for that.
You
I'll
need
catch you
some-
later.
help.
yeah, yeah, man.
Help.
He's into doo-doo butter like that.
Speaking of
Doodle
eating,
butter.
so we're missing our hefty friend. He'd be right here right now talking to you. He'd ask you, what do we need to eat before we leave New York City? What's the one thing we got to eat before we get out of here?
I'm gonna be really biased and tell you I go uptown, go to Dykeman, get yourself a chimi, which is basically a burger, but it's a really good burger in Latino spaces, Dominican spaces particularly. Get yourself some rice and beans. Get yourself some oxtail,
Sounds fire. Ooh,
Sounds
I
awesome.
want some
He said it's called a chimmy.
a chimi.
Chimi.
Yes. Yeah, it's basically a burger. He's gonna kill me because he's Dominican.
You know,
That's my
It's a
buddy.
burger with an accent.
It's a burger with an accent.
Gotcha.
Yeah, with a little. Get yourself that. Yes, go get yourself pizza. I'm gonna tell you because again I'm biased. Go to the Bronx. Go to Arthur Ave. It's like a little past Fordham. Go get some pizza there. Fire. Or If you want the contrary, go to like Astor Place, which is where all the crazy white people go because they come from like NYU and shit. Get yourself a dollar slice. Fire.
Wow. Fire.
How's pizza from where you at?
We got a lot of different options. I like the pizza out there. I think the food in Indianapolis is crazy.
Yeah, I think it's definitely top tier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I'm probably missing out.
If you came to the city, we would definitely take care of you.
I'm sure there'll be a day. There'll definitely be a day. But get some pizza, get some cheese.
Such a positive outlook.
Get some,
He has
hell
no,
yeah, why
he has
not?
no
Like,
intention
I have
of
no
ever coming to
idea.
Indianapolis.
No, I have no idea. Might do it.
Yeah,
It's
for
where?
sure.
I didn't know this.
Where's that in the map?
He ain't never seen
Remember
a
that
map
show,
before
that
his life.
podcast years ago?
I was like, is that by Miami?
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, not even, brother. In Miami of Ohio.
I'm not really into the Indianapolis 500.
Miami
so-
of Ohio is hilarious.
for sure.
That's good. But yeah, do that. Chimis, rice and meat, and pizza.
Yeah, I want
Gotcha.
some
I wouldn't.
oxtails, bad. That sounds
Get some oxtail. Hell yeah.
I feel like we're not. Our trip is so like tight. We're not gonna be able to enjoy this
There
place at
has
all.
to be a time. This train system is a lot more reliable than a lot of people say. And like going to different states, I'm like, damn, y'all don't got a train that runs 24 hours. You just take a 1 hour ride.
Oh, so you want us on public transit?
Hell yeah, why not? You guys
Is that
will
how
be
you
fine.
got here today?
Yeah, no, hell yeah. I just got here from the 6 train.
Okay.
Yeah, the 6 train right there for you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the train is cool.
Have you
You
guys
heard
taken?
otherwise earlier today, though. It was like,
Yeah, we heard
I don't know
otherwise.
about
Don't
the
get on that train.
man.
Get on the train. Don't get on the train with this shit.
No,
I'll
we
say
wouldn't.
that.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
don't do that.
This is staying here.
That I'll say.
Yeah.
Don't
It'll be
do
the
that.
last time. It'll be
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. Don't
Tuck
do
your
that.
chain, son.
Yeah, take the train for everywhere else. I mean, especially where you guys are right now, close to Times Square. Everything is like at least like 30 minutes from here. Am I bugging? 45 minutes?
Driving wise, everything we've tried to drive to is
Oh,
bad.
nah. Everything driving wise in this island will take you a while.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's
Don't let
crazy,
no
man.
shade. Yeah, so
We
that's
definitely
all.
had that experience for
Go
sure.
get some food. It'll be worth it.
I'm with it. I ask favorite thing about podcasting. Just one thing you like about this particular industry. What is it?
Huh. In my own experience for working in podcasting, I tell you that I've appreciated being able to, especially with the people I work with, being able to give creative input, getting critique, working together,
Gotcha.
and learning how to move and motivate a conversation, not just ending it on an answer and then there's no follow-up.
Right.
We've brought back the popularity of long-term entertainment. We went from, let's say, going back, we went from radio to TV to movies
Yeah.
to low-key TV again. Let's go to the internet age. You start getting like YouTube videos, kind of short.
30 seconds.
Vines, which is how long?
Shout out to Kimbo Slice.
6. Yeah, first shout out to Kimbo. Watching those backyard fights were
Walking
a
around.
That
blessing.
was it. That's all
Beating
it
niggas'
was.
ass.
Blessing.
Mine was side as fuck.
Then we got 15 seconds. Then we got a minute. And then people were like, you know what? We kind of want to hear people talk for an hour and change. 2 hours. Your favorite people, though. I think that's dope as fuck.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely just the flight of a podcast, the movement of a conversation, because I don't think everybody can do that.
Nah, it's
You
real.
could ask 1,000 questions to somebody, but have a real convo and move aside just from the questions is a very difficult thing.
For sure. The
Very
chemistry is
difficult.
important, man.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Indeed. And things can get awkward rather quickly.
I can make this shit mad awkward in like half a second.
Well, you asked
Yeah.
about ass, and everybody changed their seat.
See, there you
Yeah,
go.
for
See,
sure.
like,
It was like,
love it.
ooh.
Like what?
You mean like all the time, or like a
Freaking
couple
up
times?
ass?
Like, you mean like ever before,
That's
or
crazy. Why
Like
you doing
tomorrow,
that?
I don't.
on a regular basis? I wouldn't say that.
All right, man. Let's move. Man, round of applause for Eddin for being here, man. For sure, masterclass so far. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Let's get into it, man. Next, so I want to know the backstory, man. So I know you've been doing videography for a minute. You know what I mean? I was just scrolling through your Instagram, and I saw that this is something you were passionate about as a kid. What was that moment for like knowing this is something you kind of want to pursue as far as career goes, videography, photography, etc.?
So I really started pushing towards it when I was in high school. I went to a private all-boy Catholic high school. Got a scholarship for it because
You
my
scarred
grades
it
were
all?
great.
That's
Yeah,
tough.
so I was like, cool, right? It was great because for as much as there was just an all-boy Catholic high school, there's a lot of all-girl Catholic high schools.
That's
So
true.
there was just selections amongst everywhere. That being said, I joined their like video program or whatever, and I got an internship based off of like doing video content for this thing they had called MSG Varsity. So MSG is Madison Square Garden,
Yeah.
and they had like the channel here and whatever. But MSG Varsity was all like the high school stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd go to their events, record it, edit it. They're like, "Here's a scholarship." I was like, "Damn, I could get a scholarship for this." Okay.
Bet.
So I was like, "Bet, I feel like I could get money from this eventually." Went to college. I did like film and shit, but I feel like you could go to college for anything else and still do film and video, and you'll be fine. Personally, as an artist.
Sure, you can do it on the side for
Yeah,
sure.
for real. Did like wedding gigs. Did I don't know, fucking quinces. Did fucking big birthday bashes. Did weird.
You ever do
events.
music videos?
I don't. That was never my shtick.
Got you.
There was just a lot of people around me that I knew were good at music videos. I was like, you know what, they got that. I found a lot of money and consistent money in doing public events, in the birthdays and the weddings and stuff like that.
Got you.
So that allowed me
The home
to
video, the family stuff.
exactly. That allowed me
Right.
to bring up a lot of cash and save up a lot of cash while being in school at the same time. So that was kind of lit. Recording, I don't know, recording like shows, like people doing like. Not Broadway shows, but off Broadway shows, stuff like that. Musical events, stuff like that. A lot of money in it, a lot. So that kind of transitioned to me working in a local broadcast station in the Bronx, where I was a director, a technical director, a camera operator, a reporter, and an editor.
You lived a lot of lives. You don't
I
seem
do.
to be 50 years old. But
I'm 52.
yeah. So you
Wow.
talking
But
like
yeah,
50
but
year
no,
old.
yeah. I mean, it's just I have a bad habit of doing a lot of things at the same time, if that makes sense.
Got you.
But that benefited me in that because then they were like, "Here's a paid internship." I was like, "Cool."
Wow.
Again, the money followed through with the hard work and consistency. I was like, "Bet." Did that for a while. I worked. Then I was tired of the spot. After some time you just get tired of being in a certain spot.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
you know
Wanna
what? You
pivot, wanna move.
gotta grow your wings or spread your wings type shit. And I'm a big advocate of that. Yeah, exactly. You could get comfortable. Getting comfortable is absolutely normal. But when you get too comfortable, that shit, it hinders you. It hinders you. You just don't get too comfortable is what I'll say. That happened, whatever. I left. I was looking for jobs. I was looking for anything possible. Freelancing stuff. Like, I had my degree, but realistically, that shit didn't do anything. I was like, here's my degree. I was a after school teacher.
Yeah, it's just your ticket in.
How
Man.
you
Yeah.
been through, you been through the mud.
Yeah, like I cannot look. I'll have a kid one day. I'm gonna have a kid. I cannot work with kids. It was not my thing. My patience is not good.
Wanna
Like
kick
that.
him in
Kids
the
are
face,
tough, man.
Yeah, I was just like, there's always this one kid. His name was Connor, and he would call me Mamacita because I was Latino.
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
Oh, we got you fucked up.
Hey,
Oh.
they get race. It's racism
Right.
is like
I was like,
natural
oh.
for
Yeah,
us.
that's
These were like
ridiculous,
these
man.
were like kind of low key bougie,
Uh-huh.
like white kids on the upper
Hey,
east side.
Connor had-
Hey, Mamacita.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, you mother. I was like,
Yeah, that's
It's
fucked
never
up.
got to be on site for Connor.
Yeah.
But you know what's horrible about working with kids is that all you can do is really be like, which this should be the only thing you should do, first of all, right? What you can only do is be like, you know what? How about you stand outside for 30 minutes? That's it. That's all you can do. To a kid, that's like the biggest
And he
fucking
said,
deal.
"Okay,
Right, he's like,
Mamacita, I'll
right,
see you in a
no,
little bit."
he would be distraught. He'd be like, why me? Just call me Mama.
You just call me Mamacita, man.
seconds
These
It's
are
ago.
like third graders.
At my place of work.
These were fourth graders.
He had you fucked up.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
wild.
tight. I was tight.
For
And I was
sure.
like, all right, whatever. Just stand
parents should be
outside. And they're like,
contacted.
and all sad and shit. Meanwhile, his mom like loved me and shit. I was like, you know what? I'm about to talk to your mom real quick.
Yeah,
I got him going.
Call her
Should have got him
Mamacita.
back.
Right.
Should have got him back.
Right. And so from there, was looking for shit. I had worked at a shoe company re-editing photos for shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, word.
So yeah, on the website you see like all the silhouettes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Did that, and when I was doing that, I started watching compilations of Charlemagne's worst moments,
Mm-hmm.
craziest
Yeah.
moments,
This is
vicious
like
moments, type
Hyperpigmented
stuff.
Charlamagne the guy.
And I was like, yeah, right. So around that time, and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny, kind of weird, whatever. Radio show. Then started watching interviews. Then I listened to his book, the first book that he came out with. Like, damn, what the fuck was the name of the book?
Is it the one he's kind of like, it's about
Black Privilege.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Got you.
Listen to that. I was like, damn, book's over. How am I gonna listen to more of him? Oh, he has a podcast. Okay, I'll listen to the podcast, The Brilliant Idiots. Listen to the
Brilliant
podcast.
Idiots.
Yeah, Charlemagne, Andrew Schultz. Then I was like, okay, this is cool. Then the ladies from Horrible came on to the show. I was like, this is interesting. Talking about sex and shit. I was always very like desensitized when it came to stuff like that. I wasn't like,
We were raised with pornography. We have a problem.
yeah, like
Yeah.
low key we do.
No, we are.
Yeah.
We really
Yeah,
are.
we're connected. We seen it all. You know what I'm
so
saying?
I was just like, all right, cool.
From flipping channels to the phone. You
Right.
know what I mean?
We've
Right,
really been
right,
through the mud.
Been
with
through a
porn
couple
shit, bro.
generations.
Exactly.
Previous
So,
channel generation.
just
Yeah, digital
having
get down.
You had to be
someone
ready.
walks away, you're like, you know.
Yeah.
Did that. So I followed their IG. they were like, eventually they posted, oh, we would need like an intern graphic designer.
Wow.
I'm not a graphic designer.
But you said you were.
I hit him up. I'm a graphic designer.
Yep.
I can do this. They just wanted like kind of animate. They wanted posters because they were doing a tour. It was like the first bigger tour. My thing was that I knew my way around Photoshop well enough, but I was like, here's my stick. I can animate these things. So on the video editing programs, I animated them, you know, so they'll reveal and whatever. And that helped with numbers at that time too, you know? So from there, I had met Alex. Shout out to Alex, who was doing Flagrant 2 at that time.
Got you.
This Alex Media.
Yeah, Alex Media. We talked. He was cool. He brought me into one of these tapings for Flagrant 2. I was like, oh, this is dope. Because I told him I had a background in like broadcast and shit like that, so I had an understanding. Then next thing I know, Alex gets locked up in Sweden.
Wow.
Yeah. Because they went on tour. Because Andrew Schultz was on tour.
I had no idea this
yeah.
happened.
Yeah, he got locked up in Sweden.
Because we was wondering
And
why
I
we
was
didn't get a DM back, and that might have been why.
Bro,
Yeah.
see, look. And
Apparently,
might
those
actually-
Sweden jails look kind of like this, though. The
yes, they're
Swedish
very
jails.
nice.
According to
Apparently.
Atlanta.
They're not that crazy. Apparently,
Yeah.
it's still jail.
Condominium
It's-
prison.
You know, he was afraid of facing like a long term.
Wyndham prison.
He basically got into a fight with like a bouncer. But in Sweden, a bouncer is basically like a public official or a public enforcer kind of a
God.
thing.
Part
So
of
it's
the
like a
government.
bouncer is
Bouncers are
like
police
a cop.
officers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And a
Like a bouncer's like a
badge.
cop.
In Sweden.
Right. So they were probably being racist as fuck or some shit, and then they was like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. He got into it with them and got locked up.
Has he gotten home?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
he
I
been
just
on.
making sure
Yeah,
I'm
oh
not-
no,
I-
this is. Let me tell
I
you,
ain't
this
seen
is
no
like,
free
yeah,
Alex Media
yeah.
posts.
Oh no. This was like 5-6 years ago.
Got you. You never know.
So,
So Brittany Grinder's
right.
still there.
Right, that is.
Not in Sweden.
It was great.
No,
Right,
her prison
right.
looks like a prison.
Right.
I assure you.
It ain't like this either.
It ain't like this.
Nah, for sure.
Um,
Manure in the corner.
So Andrew Schultz hits me up. He's like, "Yeah, I remember seeing your face from when Alex brought you through. Can you help us? Because Alex is locked up." I'm like, "Yeah, why the fuck not?" It sucks and honestly, personally sucks to think that that's how the opportunity came through.
Yeah, opportunity.
Because I'm like,
potential.
damn, I wouldn't want someone to get locked up for me to get an opportunity
Right.
to get somewhere.
Mhm.
But that was the reality of the
But if
situation.
he had to be locked up somewhere, at least it was Sweden.
But thank God it was Sweden. But
Right.
at the end of the day, what worked out is that we ended up still working together. Even when he came back and everything like that, moved different opportunities. I was working with Horrible for a while too,
Mhm.
doing Brilliant Idiots. Like it all worked out at the end of the day. Then let's say pandemic happened, just for me to fast forward shit. Everything was closed down. I didn't work with Flagrant because at that time my mom was sick, so she had brain cancer and everything. So she passed away like a year
Sorry to
ago.
hear that, bro.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Definitely
happens.
sorry to hear that.
But I appreciate it. And so I was like, you know what? I don't want to risk it, so I don't want to get out while COVID and shit was happening.
Yeah.
They opened up a studio. Wheezy, shout out to Wheezy and Alex opened up a studio
Yeah, for
downtown.
sure.
Shit was booming. I was there from day one building that shit. Now they got 2 rooms. Now they
Wow,
got one,
that's
now they got
crazy,
one in
man.
LA. I
Yeah.
was gonna ask you guys why you guys didn't tape there. I should have asked, but it makes sense. Y'all got your shit already. But yeah,
We didn't want to pay.
it's okay. Makes sense. Yep, you guys got the setup.
Yeah,
Love
for
this.
sure.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I know it's a bag.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah. For sure.
I know.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I've been
for
telling
there.
people sometimes. I'm like, look, I know it gets expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Save up. Get your shit. I'm sure. Did y'all start with 4 cameras
Yeah,
immediately?
Nah, hell nah.
It's the one, right?
Yep.
Shout out to
Yeah,
that
just
camera,
that
by the
one.
way. I have a version. No, that one's Canon, is it?
That's
Or is
a Sony.
Oh, okay.
Panasonic. I'm sorry.
So
Panasonic.
I have a Sony camcorder that was just kind of like that, right? I had one of those joints, and we used those for Andrew's show too. And it's the same thing. You start off with one, you add
then
on,
you
and you add
continue.
on, and you add on. Probably might have not have all 3 mics. Might have not had this.
Right.
It just takes time. You got to build
Yeah.
it up, and it builds you out character too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because in
Yeah, for sure.
technology
We going
wise,
through
you know
some
what
character
happens, right? Like you know
growth
what happens
now.
before, like in front and behind the camera. So that helps.
Yeah.
out.
It's
yeah.
real, man.
And now here I am sitting with you guys.
That's what's up, man.
Chilling.
It's phenomenal. Round of applause for that, man. 'cause
That's
it's-
lo-
Wow.
That was a 15-year story.
Yeah,
That was
some of the bigger podcasts in the world. I guess my question, as you kind of adapt to different cultures and different teams, how do you then respond to you go from a horrible decisions to a brilliant idiots and so on and so forth? What is that like for you?
They're funny enough for almost being different, like theme wise. They're almost very similar because they have like a comedy sense to them.
Yeah.
How do I switch around? I mean, shit. They all have their different workflows, but like for example, Horrible. We tape. Though I feel like this is not a secret. There's a lot of shows episodes we tape ahead.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So they do. How long are your episodes usually?
About 2.5 usually.
2.5.
Mhm.
Okay, so think about it like that, right? 2.5 hour episodes. They do 1 hour episodes.
So they do about 3 of them in one day.
They could do 2 to 3 in one day,
Yep.
right? Or in two different
Wow.
days. They say almost 6.
They go change outfits.
That's a month. Yeah, exactly.
That's a lot.
That's
Right?
crazy.
I get it.
You think
I
it's
get
a
it.
lot, bro? You go switch that sweater out. That's a new outfit. There you go.
Yeah.
Red
Yeah.
sweater, let's say, right? So now you could tape another episode, but it's fine if you have the same shit, whatever. It's just that they're like, you know what? They know the difference for people visually, what it means to them.
Mm-hmm.
The guys, let's say if I do Roaring Mall, they don't care. They just do the same outfit, do an interview. We could do 2 episodes a day, but their episodes are around 2.5
Yeah,
hours.
they're long episodes. Yeah,
Brilliant is tough because Charlemagne has the busiest. Both Charlemagne and Andrew have the busiest fucking schedules.
I bet.
So in getting them in the same room at the same time, hard, very fucking hard. Thankfully, we have the studio in WTF for that.
yeah.
Because back then it would be in the iHeartRadio station, and that was tough because it was also getting that room too.
Got you.
But look, at the same time, all of them very similar. Comedy, being able to make up some bullshit, have a funny ass conversation, but also not stray way too far from what like the actual combo is.
Right.
That's probably the best part.
As the
Got you.
content guy, though, how important is it for you to be in the same room? I feel like I'm like 100% against virtual. I hate virtual shit. It's like you lose the connection.
I mean, what, like interview wise, or
Interview or just in general. Like if we're missing the guy, which we do it for interviews, but in person we won't record an episode if one guy's missing.
It happens. It happens. I mean, let's say even from the biggest shows. I mean, I haven't seen an episode without Rory Mall together. I haven't seen an episode without Weezy and Manny from Horrible together. I've seen episodes where, again, very busy schedules. I've seen episodes where Charlemagne's there and then there's other people, or Andrew's there and there's other people.
Right.
So it happens.
Mm-hmm.
The importance, though, for real, I mean, shit. I will never. I can't condone a Zoom
Yeah, don't do that.
episode.
Yeah, man, it's just
anymore.
strange.
Sucks.
It's not
During the
necessary.
pandemic, it was very forgiving. Right now, no.
Yeah.
I
I
can't.
think
do
even
that.
then we were just like, well, we're just not gonna do it.
Yeah, somebody was like, "Yeah, I can do a phone interview." Nah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's
Let us
weird.
know you want us
pauses.
to pull up. We'll be there.
I can't look at y'all and like have like actual
Yeah.
eye contact.
No,
and,
it's real.
and feel the room, and it's not the same for me personally. Like in front or behind the mic, and even behind the mic. I mean, working wise, again, I've grown into, thankfully, the position in a lot of shows where I'm the engineer who speaks. I got that a lot from, let's say, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was able to. They gave him the liberty of making conversation, and I just like supplementing shows at the same time.
Got
So if
you.
I could feed y'all information live, so I make sure y'all don't sound stupid,
Mm-hmm.
or make sure I could give you guys more information to talk more, that's
to
beneficial
enhance
to
the
me.
show. And just,
I'm a
for
big.
sure.
I rather enhance. I will never, and I've told my buddy this many times. The reason why I don't try to push up in mic or something like that in shows. That's not what I'm there for. I'm there to make the show better.
I mean, you're a producer of sorts.
Exactly.
Is that your actual title?
Exactly.
These days? Okay.
Exactly. So I'm there to produce the show, add on to it. You know, make it work. You know, tell y'all, all right, you know what, this isn't that great. Let's move on. You know, you got to do that.
Right.
I'm not there to try to be the next microphone in front of the camera.
Got you. I'm sure that's a tough game. You know, I think about Jesus and Mero. And, you know, when they went to Showtime, the producer essentially, or whoever it was, just it's kind of like they became a third mic, and it kind of took away from the authenticity of the Viceland show.
And look at them now.
So it was definitely an art to it. You know,
I
you
see what
got to
you mean.
figure out how to
Look
not
at me
become,
now.
because I feel like she was a big part.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm
was her-
saying?
God, I forgot what her name was.
I don't know,
But yeah,
man,
but yeah,
it just
that was
got a
the
little
whole
weird.
thing. I mean, they were trying to do late night. I think
Mhm.
I think that's the part where they failed to advertise. And I love Jesus and Mero, and it sucks that they don't do their podcast anymore, because that was definitely one
Bread
that kept
and
me
butter.
going
Nigga
while
Boy's
I
a
was
big
like
deal,
starting the
man.
podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that shit, and that was local. You know, they were trying to do late night. It didn't translate well to people. It went from being that internet show that was funny that you'd see all these clips for,
Mm-hmm.
to it being like, now you really gotta go on the Showtime app and sign up and do shit like that to
Yeah, it was a
get
lot of-
any type of funny content. And then they sadly were probably like also minimized a bit, because Showtime don't play around. You know, Vice
Mhm.
Vice has the
Yeah,
leverage.
they
Vice
get
got
wild
brain
on
like, do what
there.
you want on Vice.
You know
to
what
let
I'm
you do
saying?
some dumb shit and whatever.
Say whatever you
I'll
want.
watch
Say
I'll
whatever
watch
you
all
want.
the Jesus and Miracle clips from Iceland like every once in a while.
You mentioned
they were hilarious.
You mentioned, local. What's like the power of being here? I feel like a lot of your story doesn't happen in Oklahoma
Oh well,
or Miami even.
yeah. there is a podcast culture here, undoubtedly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the fact that in WTF Media we could have 2 rooms.
Yeah,
At
y'all
the
are
same
housing
time,
people
active,
coming in. Yeah,
Busy ass schedule. People making their own spots, or let's say even you guys coming here and bringing y'all shit. You know what's cool is that I would say that became a lot more recent, where it became a hub. Because at one point, I feel like from seeing comedians, LA was the hub. A lot of comedians would be over there making their podcast, but not like, I'm not talking about, let's say, mind you, I appreciate the setup that y'all got right now. I'm not talking about getting that table and y'all just sitting on this table and that's it.
Right.
I feel like that's like base level. You understand. There's a mic in front of you. You guys are talking to each other. You're reading body language. I'm talking about full-on show. Having 3 lights.
Yeah.
Having like a lit up LED sign of your logo.
Back, yeah.
I'm talking about like super decked out plants and all that shit. I'm like, damn, like they really went hard. We wanted to bring it here, like more prominent wise.
Yeah, the aesthetic's crazy.
Right, but I think radio definitely was also a big deal too. Charlamagne starting off as a radio personality, transitioning way more into an internet personality. That helped the podcast game big. I'll mention like Joe Budden.
Yeah, for sure.
Media personality.
Is that okay for you to mention?
Yeah, that's not. I didn't think right. Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's cool for you to say.
Yeah,
Kicks the
I
door
said
in.
it. I
Around
said
the
you
corner,
say
yeah.
one time. I didn't mean to say
Chase
it.
you down,
guys.
street the rocks.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, but which is the camera? I'm sorry.
He'll be okay. He's
right.
doing fine.
So you know, media personality turned into podcaster.
Fucking
Rapper exactly.
Yeah.
Changed the game.
Yeah, and then for sure.
So I feel like you have a financial investment now. So you see these people coming to your studio all the time that you know don't stand a chance. You kind of have to play the game of like, oh yeah, that was cool, bro.
It's more of like, I've definitely seen people there that have, when you say chance, is interesting to me because I'm like, yeah, like there's some people that don't have a chance, but it's more of like, okay, I know you're not invested,
right.
and it's of your actions. Y'all just traveled here, first of all, to interview who y'all interviewed, and even including me, which I've appreciated, hit me up and everything like that. Some people will not take that moment to make an effort like that, to set up 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras, 3 lights, these microphones.
Yeah.
But imagine if you're paying for the service, and now all you gotta do is not worry about the tech of it, just get a good show structure, and you don't even do that.
Right.
That's whack.
It's crazy, man. And it's crazy because we from a small market, so everything we had to do is out the mud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Literally from the beginning, 2016 till now, it's dirt. You know what I mean? We done been through some mud today too. And so you're right. I feel like it's interesting sometimes when you got the whole set up, you got to focus on one thing. I feel like sometimes it dilutes the process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's super easy to shout out to WTF Media Studios because the setup is so cold. You feel like, man, I can do that shit too.
Yeah.
As you should.
I got friends.
We have a good. We have every time you go to that studio, you have a trusted engineer, top line equipment, microphones, video, and everything. The thing will be sent to you within 24 hours. So you'll get that video and audio sync up and everything like that. So you could, and whatever you do with it is what you do with it. We offer social media clips and stuff like that. Uploading your stuff, doing YouTube clips. You got it. So now if you really want to just throw the money, have that, build your show. Have a structure. You see how y'all doing the whole questions and everything like that? Like you guys have a structure.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people forget the importance of something like that and think, oh, let me just throw my 4 or 5
I'm gonna say
friends.
Yeah, let me just press record.
Yeah. Let's talk about this today. And then it's like a whole conversation about nothing.
Yeah.
Like it has to be some structure. That's something I learned from doing Rory Mall a lot. We do like a real pre-production right before the show.
Talk about
we
it.
go
break it down.
we talk exactly. We talk about it. We're like this don't work. Let's not do that.
Oh, we can't talk about that. We'll do something like that.
Let's do
Yeah,
something
no
else.
way.
That's not
That's not gonna go well for us.
No, I'm not. You know what's funny is that we never try some crazy shit, but we'll definitely look at something. We're like let's hit Kanye. We this last episode we just posted up. We definitely talked about it for like a bit. We know we have a responsibility that some people look at the platform.
Yeah, they need
as
to
like
hear
a news
y'all
platform,
the news
you know?
source.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to know what Rory Mall think about Kanye, what he said. That's fair.
And people are like, you know what? You guys didn't talk about this long enough. I'm like, we're gonna talk about it probably tomorrow too.
Yeah.
When we go take.
You want to talk about the same thing for 2 hours?
Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. And the funny part is that it won't ever be what people expect sometimes, in my opinion, which is like they want people like Rory Maul, when it's not their game to do it like this, to say some wild shit about him.
Nah.
To shit on him.
Nah, they got too much
to shit on,
invested.
yeah, it's not. But it's just there's not even
Just for
anything.
us.
Yeah, no, not. I mean, even for y'all, it's like watch next week.
Yeah.
Watch the commentary of Kanye next week. It's gonna be the same shit. He's gonna apologize, and then he's gonna go crazy again.
He was doing a live YouTube with some white guy today. It was interesting.
Yeah, he'll do
Really?
anything
I
to
call
get
it
in
the
front of
first 5
people.
minutes
Oh
of
my
this
God.
video.
It's sick.
You know, so as far
Anything.
as Rory and Mal goes, you don't do social media, right?
No, that shout out to Julian. Julian is the one that like does the posting.
Got you. We
Yeah.
thought we had beef with Julian about a month ago. We didn't.
Oh, why? What did Julian
We
do?
thought it was one way and it was the other way. We just
No,
they,
I want to know now.
they did so they were coming to Chicago for a show and they had a competition on what we thought was on Twitter. And we blew Twitter out the water.
Crazy on Twitter.
But
Damn,
nigga,
okay.
there was a competition on Instagram too.
Okay.
And we didn't win that one.
That's interesting because that's interesting that you said it like that because I didn't think about the fact that someone would think that there's two different competitions or which one mattered more.
Mm-hmm.
But that is a good point that I should talk
Instagram
about.
mattered more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
for
in
sure.
our case, the Instagram mattered, but we were legit in the case of us just trying to have a platform on before us. We were like, we really just want to just have a platform on.
Yeah.
We did not really think, in
I
my
had my
opinion,
dog
much of the
thumb thugging.
schematics
It
of
was
like,
bad.
you know what, this one was better than this one, and we're gonna be happy. It's like no,
Yeah,
we were
for
just
sure.
like
You
we
want
want
to roll with somebody.
we were happier with whoever people. I mean, whoever comments the most. We're like, they gotta be good.
That's fair.
But damn, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, we had Twitter going up.
Yeah, it was going nuts,
we
man.
did not
knew,
see the
we knew we was gonna hear
Instagram
from
post.
y'all.
Oh, okay.
We did
I'm like,
not
Eddin-
see the Instagram
I was like, Eddin
post.
gonna DM us right now.
I went to the Instagram
Any
post. I
moment
said,
now, it's gonna happen.
I said, oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
we
was
didn't
crazy.
win. Never mind.
For
Never
sure.
mind. We did not win.
I'm very like I should have told you this, but I'm very not common to like DM on Twitter. I'd be forgetting because it
Tough,
doesn't
man.
get because I have all my notifications off for any social media account. I don't.
I imagine you get a lot, so it's like
It's all right. It's for my own sake because I'm definitely gonna regardless go on IG or on Twitter, but I'm gonna just end this scroll.
Are there podcast groupies?
Are there podcast groupies? I don't like
He's
you smiling at me.
man.
Yeah. Like-
There's not podcast groupies. I've
said, I done caught a couple myself.
I've gotten attention from women from
podcast
doing these
lot lizards.
podcasts, and we've gotten positive results.
Okay, there it is,
There
man.
you go. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Something's going down.
Yeah,
I like how you.
the reviews
That's
are
a
good.
good way to put it.
Yes, in
Nothing
case
too
my
crazy.
girlfriend is listening.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
no,
we-
you're fine. She don't give a fuck. Thankfully, that's a benefit of having a partner who knows that at the end of the day, you're on a show,
Yeah.
you're talking shit. Who
I'm
cares?
still coming home.
Have you guys
To
gotten
you.
in trouble with any women?
When
from the
I
shows?
wasn't single, I used to get in trouble all the time.
Yeah,
About some
we
of
had
the
to get
things
him. He was
Oh, y'all
Yeah,
broke
for
y'all
sure.
broke them up.
Yeah, it was bad.
I don't know if I was abused, but I did get in trouble for some of the things I used to say.
Is there anything particular you remember that you got in trouble for? Let's
I
mention.
told
it
an
again.
embarrassing story about myself involving an ex.
Okay.
And I got like,
Yeah.
The guy that's missing right now, he once said that as long as he has a face, Beyonce's gonna have somewhere to sit, and he got in trouble for that one.
That's
Yeah,
great.
did.
Oh, he got in trouble with
reprimanded.
his
Yeah,
girl
he
for
got
that.
reprimanded for that
Oh,
one.
come on,
He
it's
was written up.
Beyonce.
That's what we thought,
Yeah.
but it was the
It
way
don't
it
matter.
was with the energy in which he said it.
Was this a social clip that y'all put out too?
Now we
Nah,
weren't
it
even there
was
yet.
way,
Can't
way
put him out
before-
like that. That would
Way
be
before
bad.
this time.
He deeply meant that shit though. Like as long as he has a face, Beyonce has
That's
somewhere
good.
to sit.
Yeah.
And he meant
She
that.
got something to
Yeah,
ride.
for sure.
Did y'all ever get in trouble with friends of something you said?
I haven't, no.
Nope.
Maybe
Nah.
like a long story or anything like that.
Nah.
Yeah, nah.
We're pretty open too, but I think we got
Yeah.
our friend circles are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And if
For
it's
sure.
too bad,
They get shout
we
outs
just-
too. Fabe gets shout. Fabe
my
gets shout out
dog.
all the
Shout out
time.
time.
Man.
And if it's too bad, we can just make it disappear. So
Yeah, exactly.
We'll just cut it out.
Let's you know what? Watch, this is a great transition about the Kanye shit, right? I just tweeted that out today because people were like tight that Nori took down his episode of Kanye. I'm not surprised.
Right.
He said some wild shit.
Man, some wild shit.
My thing is that he could have a lot of the anti-Semitic and the George Floyd parts were the two parts that he did not have to keep in there. But there was this ego of a non-edited podcast that
Yep.
I don't know where the fuck that happened.
Ah,
In this
Nori
world.
fancies
Well
fancies
done.
himself as a journalist.
cut it.
But you
Cut it.
be a journalist, know how to shift and move a
They
story.
do, man. You don't listen.
And that's okay.
Articles are reviewed
Yeah.
by multiple people
Yes.
yeah, every time.
before they're
Yes.
finalized.
Peer reviewed.
Yeah.
I know Diddy didn't look at that though.
I know
Hell
it's
no,
been
Diddy
some-
had
Diddy
no
did
idea.
not. Diddy was like,
The thing is, he could have ran the risk of having Kanye be mad at him and cut it up versus
Kanye
the
mad at
entire
everybody.
fucking internet.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
y'all
for
not
sure.
see him like curse out people and then screenshot it and then put it on his IG, calling
Yeah,
them bitches and
How you
everything?
doing?
Like,
Good to hear from you,
bitch.
bitch.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
But
fire.
that's wild. Like that's the worst. That seems like the worst case scenario.
Man, it's
Like,
so wild, man. I've
got,
never
like-
seen that typed up before.
I've got big goals for this show. I hope to never meet Kanye West. That's on my list of things. To
Are
never
you sure?
do.
If Kanye was like, "I'll come on the show right now,"
I don't want to meet him.
Kanye's gonna come up here and he's gonna have to deal with
yeah,
it.
well,
I'm
yeah, it's gonna be a
we got to
lot.
hear
Of,
about
ain't-
tremendous
I don't want
ass.
to. I don't
not
want
gonna
him. To, he's
leave. I
already
just don't want
ruining
to.
my image of him already. It's fucked up how I see Kanye from where I used to be.
Yeah.
But
You don't have to
We
fight
just-
Kanye
we-
West.
we
come-
just got to be honest. If
he
he want
come
to come up
here-
here and talk to us, Kanye
Yeah.
come up here and talk
But
to
he
us.
might get mad and like, I don't know,
Flip a table.
flip
over.
all the mics
Yeah.
over.
I've never seen him be physically aggressive. Is another thing too. You feel me? He just
Oh, he
goes
don't
on
do
Twitter.
that. He's just a talker.
Yeah, he
There's
just
a video
talks.
of him giving Chance bars
Yeah, real close.
to really close to his face.
Like, you can hear it. You know what I mean?
And Chance was just
One of
taking
those.
It was that the this is why your album flop thing.
it. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Chance
like
need,
that-
Chance need to hear that though.
I would hate to put myself in a spot where I got to beat up Kanye
Yeah.
West, or at least try to.
Chance in Wyoming sweating. For sure.
Yeah, you know,
Kanye was on his ass.
It goes back to things can be edited. Things can be edited, and especially shit like that. If you're putting out misinformation shit, bro,
and it would have been so easy because he said a lot of that shit as an aside. It
Yeah.
wasn't even like the point of what he was
and
trying
he
to
went
get
tweet
to.
that shit out too.
Is-
Just
Yeah.
put it.
Poor
Sadly,
Nori.
But
that
I
was a
think what
risk.
I think Nori made it also seem like the powers that be made them take it down too.
It's
And that may
easier
have
that
been the
way.
case.
He's the powers that be. He took it down.
Can you ask them why they don't talk into their microphones? It's a big
That's
pet peeve. of
you know,
mine.
it's a visual show. That's why I always say it. It's a visual show. They go on YouTube. Revolt is a visual channel station. Also on networks on Fios. It's a visual show, so people don't care as much. When you're watching, a lot of things are forgivable. You know, actually, you guys actually have a really well. Funny enough, well, there's a rug and everything. This is really well, like acoustics for doing what you guys are doing right
Thanks, man.
now. And I mean, because that's like
This
felt
is
and all
about
that.
luck. We didn't.
Yeah,
know.
I mean, it works out.
Yeah,
It
we
works out
ran. We
perfectly.
ran
Give us
a
the
risk.
room with these type of walls.
Perfect.
Wasn't like that.
The couch, the rug, it sucks up all the echo and whatever. It's a big ass open space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Mad
huge.
glass bottles, and the microphone like over here.
It's like that.
Yeah.
But like you could hear me. You could hear me still here.
You can hear it, but it's not what
It's
you
not-
know what I'm
it's not-
saying.
It's not an audio experience,
You
but
like
they don't
speaking
sell
to that
themselves.
mic.
Right?
No.
They don't sell themselves as an audio experience.
That's true.
That's fair.
You know,
That's
so that's where I give them the benefit of the doubt.
That brings me to my other point
yeah.
though. So for you, as you see the industry changing, I don't get frustrated, but I always know we're always gonna have a higher hill to climb because we didn't come into the podcast game as somebody already.
I didn't either.
You
But
didn't.
But you're not attempting to be an A mic as you said. So like,
I still want to be somebody. I
You
still
are-
want
well,
to.
you are
I still
somebody.
want to. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's true too. There's still more I gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I feel like it's almost of the whole. Sometimes I've seen people get who has a college degree here. Cool, bad, whatever. Right? Let's say you don't. Some people take that as a whole like I don't got a degree, so I can't get shit done kind of a thing.
I don't think that's true.
And
Everybody goes to that point where they may think that.
people
but
get
life-
shit done for. I've met so many people who do what I do and they don't have a degree. That's one big thing, but then they kill that shit
mhm.
and grow up. Consistency is a big one. Having a name definitely helps.
Mhm.
I agree without a doubt.
I always talk about like, so Joe Budden started a podcast, and that first day he had 50,000 people that knew who he was
'cause
already.
he has
No,
a
he's
good
Joe
person.
Budden.
I'm not gonna lie. He has a good personality for that.
Yeah, for sure, it's perfect for
You
him.
know, confrontational, conflicting, and
Polarizing.
polarizing.
Yeah.
Exactly. There you go. Just
But
those three
People
things.
gravitate towards that.
Before he pressed record, I knew who Joe Budden was.
And it's good. I mean, and then what helped, I feel like, is him coming from that love of hip hop.
For sure. All that
hip
helps.
hop era.
All that helps. You know what I'm
It's a good-
saying?
I
Get,
remember.
having
That
the
was
problem.
that's the golden hip hop love.
Yeah.
hip hop.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was back when it mattered.
Oh
Yeah, like we
Shout out to
tuned
Tahiri.
in.
That's
You know
a
what I'm
big
saying?
You see
time.
Tahiri around the city from time to time?
Oh no, I don't be seeing nobody.
That'd be tight.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love
Damn, I
to
thought
see
you would see more
No,
Tahiri.
I'd see. I mean,
while
I see
here.
people come in the studio,
Gotcha.
stuff like that. I'll give a big shout. We had like Little Yachty in the studio as a recent too.
That was probably
Shout out
That,
to
that
Yachty,
Poland
man.
track just dropped.
Yeah, he
I
took
was
the
like,
Poland.
damn.
He
Talk-
did.
This is
Took the
the
walk to
walk, too.
He
Poland.
took the walk to Poland. Fire, right? Shit was fire.
Yeah,
I was like,
that
oh
song's
shit,
fire.
he's there. Take a picture of him. That's 9 times out of 10 when I do. Like, make sure y'all get a picture of him in the studio. But being a person in podcasting, I'll say, I mean, one, and you guys already probably know this, and you guys have been doing this how many years now?
6.
6 years, right? All of you have a responsibility of making sure this podcast is publicized. If one of you fails, y'all are fucking up. Or if one of you doesn't do it, y'all are fucking up. Because this is what, 6 times. Well, this is how many is in your crew, let's say?
It's about 6 total.
There's 6 times of an advantage of publicizing your show. You got to do it as an individual and as a group. So it's not just the page.
It's everybody.
It's your pages.
Right.
It's y'all Twitter
sure.
pages.
My wife's page.
Your wife page. When y'all go to an event, you make sure you got, let's say, the sweater on.
Yeah.
You know? It
We're
helps
gonna
out
be
a
a
lot.
walking billboard for sure.
Yeah,
And
for
it's also
sure.
having, let's say, having people on the show. Because then those friends of friends might listen to it and they're like, oh, we'll fuck with these guys and we'll listen up.
For
So
sure.
that's a big thing. It's a lot of work, though. I feel like a lot of people, I'm sure you guys are, y'all all know that.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't understand how much fucking work that shit
It's
is.
a lot, man. It's
It is
tough.
not sitting in front of a microphone and just talking.
Yeah.
That's
not
the easy
easy.
part.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
It's the
That's
easy
definitely
part.
the easy part. Oh, yeah.
Scheduling, to sitting down,
Yeah.
find the time.
Which I appreciate you guys being flexible with scheduling, but I can only imagine.
We're gonna tell you no.
I mean, no, shit, why not? I mean, it'd be like that. But at the same time, I can only imagine how many people have canceled on you in the last 6 years.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, way more
Or
no's
showed up-
yeses.
Or showed up 2 hours
actually.
late.
For sure.
Yeah.
Last 6 hours.
See?
Some crazy. We got crazy. There was a tweet, right? And an email. Crazy.
You got a tweet and an email?
Oh yeah.
Nah, I want to.
we got reprimanded on Twitter
I want to hear this.
by
Can I
somebody
hear
we
this?
still wanna have on the show, so we won't trip out just yet.
How about you say it and then just edit it out? What happened? What did you do? What did y'all can edit it out?
You're making my job hard.
Come on. What is it? What happened? What did y'all not do?
Oh, so we got yelled at. So funny story. I've been blocked by Bomani Jones on Twitter for 5 years now.
I'm curious to what the tweet was that you said that
I made fun of his head or something like that.
Yeah,
Pretty simple.
I figured. I figured it wasn't anything crazy.
I don't
Hey,
like
man.
ugly because it came and got me anyway because I'm bald now too, but he should have been bald. But anyway, what we do is we'll media blitz you. So like we'll pick a media platform
Grassroots that shit.
and we'll because like he always says, we're coming from a small market. So like we can send you an email. You might not see that email, but you will see 40 people at you on Twitter in 1 hour.
That's fair.
So we went that route because we know
Okay.
he's very active on Twitter, and we got talked to like a father, like, hey, this is the one
This
way
isn't
to
the
make
way to
sure-
go about
to
it.
make sure you don't get an interview. So we had to backpedal.
That's debatable. How annoying were you guys? What did y'all say?
We say, hey man, we're going to New York. We would love to talk to Bomani Jones. Make sure y'all let him know we want to see him.
That sounds fine. I mean,
And
to
then all
me,
of our listeners were like, oh,
Made sense
Bomani,
to us.
please.
I'm a different person. That sounds fair to me
Mhm.
because I mean, y'all not trying to say no crazy shit to get his attention.
I just wanted to
I've
get
seen
unblocked,
that
bro.
route.
Yeah. Hey, fuck
Many
you,
times.
Bomani. Come
Yeah,
talk to us about that.
Exactly. Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, like I've seen the route of people being more aggressive or weird.
Oh no, we're professionals.
Yeah,
Nah,
then
some professional, man.
it's a great strategy.
And
in
you
my
gonna get the
opinion.
media kit.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, you need that.
If y'all emailed me, that would have worked too, though. I would have definitely seen the email. I'd been like, oh, cool. Boop.
You promise?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Shout out to you
100%.
checking your email.
People
I
lying,
definitely check
man.
I'll check my email than Twitter DMs any fucking day.
Yeah.
Any day.
Might be a lot more craziness in the Twitter DM, so I respect that. I get it.
Yeah, I was gonna send you no email.
People are weird.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
So one question I had, so you've been doing the podcasting for a minute, and a lot of negative I think comes to the podcast community when certain podcast niggas do wild shit. So every time academics does something, then it's like, oh, these niggas got podcasts. These niggas don't know how to build houses no more.
The fit and fab niggas.
Yeah,
give us a bad name.
generally
Ooh.
some people like that suck.
Fresh and fit.
Not
My bad.
fresh and fit and fab, whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, whichever one he said, I'll be like,
Oh,
yeah.
go roll it.
We know what
Yeah,
it
I know
is.
what you're talking about.
And so when they do like, because our podcast is just not centered around talking like that and bringing that energy and doing like that, but I feel like the negative shit that they do kind of clouds
Now I'm
the
a
whole
fuck boy
space.
too. All of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm a fuck boy because I'm on a podcast, but I'm just kind of a regular guy. I don't.
That's been a recent meme that I peeped that was hilarious. That it's like, like one is like podcasting is therapy for men. That's one, which is kind of true in my opinion.
It's not wrong.
But two, also like stay away from a man with a microphone and one of these.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, with Scarlett. And I'm like, bruh, I mean,
Stay away from the
He's here to
crazies.
ruin your life.
but it's because you know what it is. As you'll see, few of podcasts like yours, who actually build something and a structure and a theme and everything like that. There's 100 more that build up the most bullshit thing just to get off the fact that some girl like ghosted them like 2 years ago and now they gotta like slut shame them and shit like that. It's just it
feel
does
like-
cloud it.
I feel like the game is relationship heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one thing people want to attack and put out. And they stay away, or in my opinion, I feel like they stay away from the pop culture or the culture topics, if you will. And I'm not sure if that's just a fear thing, or fear of being canceled, or fear of being ousted, or somebody disagreeing with you.
You could come back from being canceled. I've seen it happen so many times.
Yeah.
I would
Kanye is gonna be fine by next week.
It's true.
I promise you. He already apologized.
He's good.
He already apologized. That was all you needed. But I'm not surprised that right after this Gap and Adidas deal, having all that shit happen, and he's away from it now he can say all the shit that he wants to say. That being said, shows like, which I'll mention, people are gravitated to that. Yeah, right? People gravitate to that.
People like that message.
You can't help it.
For sure.
Like, a lot of my friends, they'll watch that. The Twitch streams or anything like that. They'll watch it, and they'll find it hilarious. And I'm not going to lie. I've seen it before. Definitely entertaining.
Yeah.
Not my shtick.
Not informational.
Not my thing. That's not how I roll. And I understand what the appeal is, especially when you have one of those shows where you have a table of 20 women, pretty women. But then to take that opportunity and then just be like, nah, I'm going to shit on every single one of them. Generalizing.
It's fucking nuts to me.
Like, that's
I just
cool.
have never understood
That's not cool
it.
to me. Sorry.
Never.
But I get it. I get where there's an audience for everything.
Yeah, there's a
At the end of the day.
everybody loves the shock value that it brings. You know,
Somebody sitting home like, yeah, get her act.
Yeah.
She's just like that girl that didn't write me back on
Right.
Facebook. Ah.
Which is funny because that's what I'm saying. But these are not the same people you will see. They're not going to talk about this in public. They're not. That's what they love, seeing people like them say all this bullshit. Because they need a representative. You need a representative.
Yeah.
They need to see themselves.
Yeah. I'm seeing now.
That's me talking to 20 women
I'm
and shitting on them, right?
Yeah.
But then
I could do that too.
that's where the negative connotation comes from. This is why a lot of people will see that, and then if they see something negative about four men talking in a room with microphones in their faces because they think they're about to say some bullshit. But in reality, I just
Alpha male.
we talked about someone getting their face sat on by Beyonce. You know?
Yeah. For sure.
That's crazy, but that's hilarious.
It probably would be.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Can't be mad about that.
Yeah. I'm sure it really happened.
If that would really happen, I'd be like, wow, you must live a
break
crazy
it down
life.
for us, bro.
Break it. You can't actually break it down for you.
Paint the picture. Take me
There's
there.
some questions I have if it happens.
Okay.
Do you have questions for that?
If my friend got his face out on Beyonce, I would ask him some questions.
Like, what's the lead up? Like, what did you say?
Yeah, what'd you say? Did it smell? What did it smell like? You know what I'm saying? All kinds of shit.
See,
I definitely want to know what it smells like.
guess what? Someone's gonna watch this part and be like, "Oh, that's their show."
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sickos.
Yeah,
right there. That's how I feel about that.
that's definitely an aspect of working in podcasts that I've learned is the funniest shit. Anything you said, have you guys not getting like even mildly canceled before or anything like that?
Nah, we're pretty good.
That's good. And
I think we've had some individuals
or some shit.
We've had people.
I've definitely
stop
had some
fucking with us.
individuals like, oh, I don't listen to y'all no more because you said this, this, and this. But
Boo, whatever. I mean, y'all said all this other shit that they like. Now the one time you say something, like,
Yeah.
point is,
Now
you're
the
gonna
stomach's hurting.
you're
Now
gonna
they
have a
mad.
clip taken out of context right. You're gonna have a clip taken out of context some way somehow.
absolutely.
Something you said is gonna be, it's gonna be like this minute of this minute, and then there's gonna be an in between missing, and then this minute, this minute. I've seen it happen to the best and the worst of people, and even people I don't fuck with, people I love. I've seen it happen. I'm like, damn, that sucks, because I know like that's not how they feel.
It's not really you.
Yeah.
I see the real you.
They take them 2-minute clips and try to
Define
dance on
you as a
your
human
grave.
being.
I saw them trying to dance on Kevin Samuel's grave. Grave. Oh, I was like, oh man, poor guy.
Yeah, they threw a Twitter parade.
Not that I agree with everything he was saying, but he died. They was in the,
they went crazy.
They wanted to have an NBA championship parade for that. I thought that's crazy. I was like, okay.
How do you
it's
feel
super
about
messed up,
there were some influencers that uploaded his interviews or
After
clips
he
of his
passed.
interviews after he's passed? How do y'all feel about that?
Like trying to get clout and followers and
He's
shit
getting
off
clicks
that.
because obviously his name was
Allegedly,
trending.
no. It's more of to honor him, is what I was told or seen or read.
I don't know. You're trying to get your followers up.
That's what I feel like.
There's they're
I know
they're
what
on
you're talking
Instagram.
about.
They're on Facebook too. Oh, they're on them Kevin Samuels videos. They're on Facebook. They're uploading on there too. Crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, we haven't had the opportunity to have that happen, so I don't know how we will play it. But I think if the individual doesn't have a history of shit like that, it's easier to kind of see the positive of it. But when you got that guy, it's like, I don't know about you, bro.
There's a shock value kind of thing. Yeah.
But you would want to. I mean, you would want to
behavior anyway, though.
You would want to do that because you feel like it was a good time, or maybe people didn't see it at first, or whatever it might be. But in that situation,
and you hope it's
wasn't
somebody
for
that's a
that.
family member, or somebody like it's actually familial in that regard too. I don't know. It's weird, man. You from the Kevin Samuels? You're not
This
from the
is-
Kevin
yeah.
Samuels estate, and you just
This is the new Kevin Samuels fan page. Follow me. I post Kevin Samuels videos. None of my own original content. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a oof.
Sick game.
yeah, it's very, very, very.
But if there was
sick,
if
man.
there's a pregame podcast fan page, I would like to see it.
I'm sure one day.
For
That
sure.
You can only hope and strive for that.
Indeed.
That being said, have you guys had weirdo moments here? What's some of your weirdest moments that you had on doing this show?
Oh man,
Someone snickered, and I'm assuming there was definitely
hey
one.
man, there have been yeah.
Oh, and there was a cough. There's too many sound effects going
Well, no,
on,
just-
and that board is
There
not
may
going
have-
off. So I know.
we may have in our early days may have had a guest that may
Allegedly.
have done something that was unflattering while we were recording.
Multiple times.
Oh, multiple.
So we had a guest. She passed gas.
Okay.
And I ain't talking about you know what I mean, a toot. I'm talking about
Oh, like a
full
whole-
blown bands.
Oh,
you
shit.
know what I'm saying?
Flatulence.
Like flatulence,
And
like
it smelled.
elongated.
To her defense, I didn't smell anything.
It did not. It did not
Okay.
smell.
It was just wild to. But the thing is,
The sound
if
effect
you're-
was crazy.
If you're sitting here with us and somebody in here just starts ripping off farts,
Like we're just.
we're all gonna
I'll
be
start
concerned.
dying.
Like,
I
what's
low-key
going on?
would start dying. Like, I'd be like, Yo,
That's what
is
happened
going
though.
on?
I mean, we
Yeah.
literally had to like regroup, and she did it again.
because we're
Regroup
childish.
is funny. Yeah.
Because we're childish. But fart is
mean,
funny. It's
but
always gonna be funny.
Farts are always funny when you're like why not? Like, just it's a two.
You're
and
right,
like,
but,
yo,
like,
what
but
happened?
it wasn't like that. I mean, she's really giving it to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
like,
need
we're-
I need a.
we're in a home- we're
I
in
need
a-
a sonic
The
representation.
don't have
mic,
it
the
was
mic
loud.
was picking it up, bro.
Yeah, like it was crazy.
It
5
was
or
louder
6.
than that. That yeah.
The mic
5 championships.
The
It's
mic
just
was
a
picking it
side,
up.
but damn.
And we
it's
had
louder
cheaper
than that.
mics at the time too, and they were picking it up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, these
man.
would have.
like for real.
That was like Chewbacca.
Like her thing was like, oh my bad, y'all.
Just wanted to keep going. Like there was any chance of it just to continue.
And you guys
It was-
couldn't pass it. Like, you guys had to keep talking.
Man, we
No, we
were
had to stop.
in the
I
middle
was
of
on
the
the
interview.
floor
We
almost.
we had to regroup and we laughed in her face because it's so ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
was she tight?
Nah, she was cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she wasn't upset. I mean, she
that's
was,
how crazy it was. She didn't care
yeah, she
enough
was
to be
letting us
mad at us
have
for
it,
laughing.
man. All
She was like-
natural, man.
Do we are we in like a circle of like women
Trust?
don't shit?
No,
Kind of
no,
thing?
no. I'm married.
Or
I
women
just-
don't fart?
No, they do, but I don't
Nah,
know.
hell no,
I don't
it's
know
not
any
like
women.
that.
No,
I
I
don't
know.
personally know any women that's gonna go in a room full of guys and just be farting.
Yeah, I'd be surprised.
I
as
don't
fuck.
know.
I'm like, okay,
well,
cool.
But
I don't
that's,
know them.
that's for anybody though. One of us was just sitting here, just giving it to the room.
I wouldn't do you like that, bro.
Yeah,
I would
like,
at least
you would leave
step
out of here
away.
like, what's wrong with them? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm concerned about them. They were cool, but something's wrong with the dude who was farting like
Am
that.
I too open minded? I'd be like, all right, well, I guess they just fart on the podcast and that's cool.
Bro, I don't know.
Nah,
But
I
that
guess
was,
it's different,
That was a
though.
wild moment though,
I guess
for
it's
sure.
different.
One
Yeah.
of them. We've
That's-
been,
Yeah, I think I
Ooh,
like
that
think
was
we're a
wild.
little bit more mature than we were then, but it was
No, we're
still
not.
Did this you said this happened year
Oh,
one?
this is early, like year one or
early,
two.
like
Okay.
early.
Yeah, we were
on.
still in our 20s.
Do you guys have like a best moment ever?
Man, it's tough to narrow them down, man.
Mm.
We
A
have
lot
some
of
good-
one-liners. It's been.
We have some good one-liners. There's some iconic one-liners that we have.
Okay.
Some iconic jokes that we will, if we had to sit down, we could bring them up.
Let me get into the nitty gritty then, because I've done a show with friends. Well, I'm assuming y'all friends.
I fuck with
yeah,
them.
yeah.
They all right.
I fuck with you.
Family.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so doing a show with friends, behind the scenes, front of the scenes is hard. And you can tell me otherwise. Have you guys have had a bad time together?
Oh, actually, we're due for one. honestly.
Okay.
But we've been in arguments. We brothers, man.
It's
so-
one coming up. It's
I saw his arms are crossed. I
the
get
block.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
It's
he's
gonna
ready.
spin the block.
Yeah,
He's
for
not.
sure.
He's
We've
not.
been
He's not ready for y'all right now.
Nah, we've had like table
Yeah.
slappings and get up.
Oh,
and
we've been upset with each
They'd
other
be like
for
that.
sure.
Ain't nobody touch each other yet. They all name about that action.
So now, how did y'all move past that?
Niggas had to get over it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess. Have you guys had conversations?
Yeah, there's
it's been-
conversations like
Who's the one to usually start the convo? Like, all right, guys, we gotta talk about this.
He's more of the resolve. but
Okay.
They usually beef.
we'll
more
get
than
into
anybody.
it, and then
They're family.
and
They're
we're
cousins.
family though.
Yeah.
We're cousins.
Oh, okay. So
then
then,
he'll
okay,
then,
okay.
yeah. Then he'll talk to me, and then he'll talk to me, and then he'll
love
talk
this,
to
you
me,
see?
and then
He tried.
and
the
I
bi-
imagine they're talking to him too. So it just happens like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he
and then
tried
it
the
gets-
big fella one time. I was worried about him.
What you mean? Oh, really?
We got another member he's a
Right,
bigger
right, right.
fellow,
Mm.
and he tested him, and I was like, "You
RP
really could have
Haggard.
died that day, bro." Had he decided to do
How did
something
you
to
test
you.
him?
Oh man, I
Talking
don't
more than
know,
he needed to be
man.
talking.
I bet you he didn't even think about it. He
I
just
was-
let out whatever he let
I was
out.
being strong
Yeah, it'd be like that.
in my actions and my tone.
Yeah,
Verbally strong.
Yeah,
Because it would, because if He put you through the table. It really fucked you.
I was gonna have to
Yeah.
let him do it. I wasn't gonna stop
For
him.
sure.
We're
What we
gonna-
gonna do? We all get
Draymond
thrown
Green
around.
situation.
Damn. Okay, well,
How's
cool.
this-
But
how's
you,
this
then you guys
pod
move.
sound
You
now?
guys move past it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got to.
man,
You got to. You have
yeah.
to be able to do that in a situation with anybody. You
We're
can't
best
just
friends,
be,
man.
You can't just be
Yeah.
mad at. I don't subscribe to being mad at people that long anyway.
Yeah, not worth
Like
it.
most things, I'm gonna get over in a couple of days. Yeah, I'm hot now, but probably tomorrow I'll probably be alright.
It's like a volcano, bro. We haven't erupted in a while. We're damn near like
for
really
sure.
due for one.
I mean, this trip,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be surprised.
I'll
pretty
tell you
good.
what, we get one more no show, and niggas might
Yeah, man. It might just
it might come to that.
They brought me out to this
just
motherfucking
fight.
New York,
Fuck it.
nigga.
Let's just fight it out.
Yeah,
We get one more no show. Boys might have a
That's your
conversation in their
mans.
car. Nah, my band's good. I'm good money. We straight.
But nah,
texted
man,
him?
it's
Say it again.
You texted him?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah. I got.
yeah.
That's my biggest thing for even guests for when we do guests and everything like that. We've had people cancel left and right. It'd be like that.
But do they let you know? They give you a heads up?
Very late.
Oh,
Very,
well,
very late.
Man.
We've
At
had
the
one
very
guest.
least.
We had one guest that I won't put their name out, but I came in one day because we were gonna tape at a certain location,
Mhm.
and I had to get the equipment ready. So whenever we do mobile stuff like that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm usually the only one.
Oh, it sucks, bro.
So I'm like, bet, go to our set, I pick all the stuff up. I'm all right, cool. His manager hits us up and goes, yeah, he's not up yet. It's
Damn.
1 o'clock. We're supposed to meet at 3.
I'm gonna throw the name out here and I want to see how you react. It was Kodak, wasn't it?
No.
Oh.
What's the
That
Bill Capri?
And
seems like the type
so
of nigga to do that. But no offense. He sleep. Oh, I bet.
I mean, that was my. I was like,
course
yeah,
he
I was like,
is.
yeah. I'll tell y'all afterwards who it was. But I was definitely like, yeah. I'm not surprised. It's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It's Sunday. I don't expect him. And here, maybe this helps out a little bit. That weekend he was performing, but also funny enough, Kodak was there too. But yes,
So new levels, new devils. How do you guys go about getting guests? I know we have our tactics.
We-
but what is it
I mean-
like for you guys?
I guess I'll say that's the benefit of who, let's say for Roaring Mall particularly right now, is who they know. Sometimes I forget Mall is very
He's
Like-
He's
in there.
connected.
Yeah, connected,
plug.
like really connected. And I forget about that. And then same thing for Rory for what he does. So people fuck with them. They work on a lot of different projects outside of this, just the podcasting, and then
Right.
they bring him in. For my case, when I've brought people in, I mean, I'm just like, oh yeah, like this would be an interesting thing. Come do this, have a fun conversation, and we'll have fun, and we'll be good. Other times, we've done like events, like the BT Awards and stuff, and they'll bring the people to us.
Got you.
So that's cool. It's really who you know at the end of the day, you know, and
I'd agree.
what fits. Because I know some wrestlers, right? I can't stick a wrestler in a sex show.
Sure you can. Give him a
It's
chance.
not. It's not. I know
You
it's
jumped
not.
off the top rope before?
It's just, you know what they want? They want the extreme fetish people.
Yeah.
You know, because then that's what really. Because when people listen in, they don't want to hear about a normal person who might have had a threesome one time.
Yeah, they want the
They
mouth
want
spitters.
they
on
want
there.
they want the
Oh,
mouth
yeah.
peers, not the
Oh,
spitters.
yeah.
Fuck that. You see,
It got
spitting
dark
is
in here.
spitting is here now.
Yeah, they want
Now it's
two-
pee and
See,
poop
tell
and all
them
that
spit-
shit.
Hey, tell them spitting in
If
the mouth
it
is
ain't,
regular.
if it ain't two
It's
girls,
normal.
one cup,
I don't
keep it.
want it.
Look,
Spitting in the
If
mouth
that
is
ain't the
regular.
level, y'all can have that.
Hey, he just turned the game up. He said, "All right, let me tell you something."
spitting in the mouth is very mid. It's just whatever. It's
Regular
nothing.
shit.
It's regular shit.
Your
Wait, are
life
you
has
talking
been
about
changed.
spitting?
Spice y'all life up.
Are you talking about spitting in someone's mouth or vice versa?
Or both.
Yeah, I'm cool with both. I'm not gonna lie.
She spit out.
I don't want to hear no. Sorry,
You cannot do.
Listen.
It's not, and that's what people automatically think.
No, it's
but
not. It's
It's
never
more
that.
like just like
Yeah,
a
you
little
don't want a
dribble.
loogie.
You just let
No,
your
I
mouth
don't want
wanna
no
be-
loogie. Yeah, that's
you wanna
crazy.
be cute. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be cute
Let
with
your
it.
mouth water a little.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? It's
Salivating
like- I
before
don't-
you do
Like
it.
I'm a little chick. You know what I
bit.
mean?
Think about a fire dinner and just
Like
like
you
that
the
shit
mother
drop.
bird.
Yeah, it's never no. Yeah, I can't do loogies or anything like that. Yeah, It's
Yeah.
too much. Yeah, but again, yeah, this is what.
Has working on that show really done this to you?
Yeah, I
Were
don't.
you
I
always
don't
like
give a fuck.
a social like a deviant like this, or
I've been always open with the social deviance. Funny. I'm gonna put that on my Twitter bio. I've always been open to the conversation, but it's normal. Is if someone was like, "Oh yeah, so this couple over there, they fuck people all the time who's not their social." I'm like, "All right, cool." Like,
Wow.
but a lot of other people would be like, "Yo, what the fuck? He lets his girl fuck other dudes and whatever."
I'm nothing.
I'm like-
that's a non-starter for
I'm
me.
like, cool.
I'm not
Yeah.
mature.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
that's
not
not.
mature
I'm not
enough for
letting
that.
my
Yeah.
girl fuck other people.
Yeah.
I'm cool on
I'm
that.
down with my girl letting me fuck other women, but she can't fuck no other dudes.
That sounds like a dude to me.
That's that alpha male shit. See,
I'm not gonna lie, I feel
you're a
like every
podcast
man.
nigga now. That's that podcast
and that's why.
nigga shit.
But that's why I know. That's why I know I can't bring that to my girl.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I'm not cool with it the other way around.
My
What
wife
the
can
fuck?
beat my ass. Her arms are longer
It's
than
an
mine.
it's an
Yeah.
eye for. Are you
Ooh,
married?
did.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm
okay,
very
yeah.
married.
Get your ham and beat down.
What does very married mean?
I've been married for 11 years.
Oh, you very married.
Yeah,
very
veteran
shit,
game.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah,
vet
so
in
yeah,
the
that
game.
makes sense. But yeah, see, so that's stuff like that. I've been desensitized of like conversations like that. But sometimes I'm impressed. You know, like I am. Yeah,
You can do that,
yeah.
huh?
I'm like, wow,
Oh,
you guys
okay,
really,
you did
people
what?
are
All
really
right.
into it. I'm like, oh shit,
You
like
just popped that on out of there, didn't you?
imagine you find, let's say in your circle, we're men. Sometimes we talk about women we've been with. You find out a girl is a squirter. They're like, cool. Now imagine if that girl is the squirter.
Like the
That is what
Like the
show-
Michael Jordan.
like
of
the Michael Jordan of
squirting.
squirting. Like, yo,
Wow.
I'll score like 8,
Squirt
10
walker.
times in one session. I'm like,
That's crazy.
what the fuck? How many
Yeah,
sessions is
that's-
that? That's just one. What?
Hmm.
That is
Yeah,
the people we
that's-
come across.
You guys haven't got
nuts.
performative on the show there. Like you haven't brought anybody in to do that kind of stuff.
Oh, squirter? No, actually, but for Rory and Maul, even though it's not there anymore, I'm considered the horny one of the group, which is just
Horny or horny?
Sorry,
Oh,
horny.
okay.
You
Gotcha.
got. They said, "Oh, he's the horny dude."
Yeah.
I'm not, but because I worked on a sex podcast, that's what they put.
Oh,
on.
okay.
But I brought them. Shout out to Sir Marvelous. I brought them to a sex dungeon of this gentleman who gets women. He gets booked every day to
Oh, wow, you
do
sex
shit to
that
them.
man.
Yeah, he'll like get fire and like set the like fire on his hand and then finger a woman with this shit. So you're getting
man.
fingered with fire type shit.
Oh, it's a circus.
So they
It's just
so
never enough.
I brought them
The
to the
universe
dungeon.
goes
Yeah,
circus.
It is just never enough.
it doesn't end.
And it's like, so she's got her. She got finger
are you an
fucked
arsonist?
with the fire. What can I do for her afterwards? There's nothing I can do.
Nothing you can do.
You
man.
ain't
It's a whole
skin.
dom.
Nothing
It's a
you can
dom thing. So his name is like Sir Marvelous. So he's like dominatrix type shit, right? Right, exactly. He got mad fire. He'll rub like
This
the
nigga's
chicken
the
and everything like
Human
that.
Torch.
So I made them
Crazy,
come
man.
through for that.
No
He
pun.
gave
He's got
them
some
right.
commenter putting hot sauce on his hand.
Right.
I see what you did. I see what you did there.
Trying some new shit.
You like it to burn, huh?
You like it hot, right? Right?
That's wild. I just
Look, they came through. He showed them toys and shit like that, and then he was like, "All right, I'm gonna do the demonstration." I totally forgot about that part. So what happened was, and this is on Patreon.
Shout out to Patreon.
Yeah, because this is the only place we were able to do the nudity and shit like that. He brought his sub, which is his partner, his business partner, funny enough, and they give a fucking show. Let me tell you that. He like got her naked, cut her like bra and panties open. She was wide up. That was the closest to a porno I've ever been to my life.
These are white people, aren't they?
No.
Really?
Yeah, black people, both.
Really?
What?
That's not our ministry.
Yes.
Or at
And
least I
then,
didn't think it was.
I mean, I got them from Horrible, you know, and we were like very pro black, pro sex like platform. So
Black people are not a monolith. That's
hey,
my fault.
look, he came through. She
How
was there
dare you.
naked. She was naked and everything like that. Did the fire thing and joint.
I'm
Then
intrigued.
then he started fingering her.
he's
Wow.
Have y'all
I'm
ever
about to learn
been?
how to set my fingers on fire.
Which level of the Patreons is on?
It
You guys have
the-
tiers?
It was the $20. It's not there anymore. We had to take it down.
Damn.
Yeah, Patreon was like, yeah, we not.
They
doing
said,
this.
"Nah, this is for
wrong
only. This
website.
is only fans."
But people
content.
loved watching their reactions and shit. And he started fingering her, and then he started like fucking her with a toy and everything like that.
Naturally.
And I was like, cool, right? But I don't know if y'all ever been in a room while two other people were fucking. I haven't. With
And
a
he gave her
camera.
a black
just,
eye.
Just
Yeah.
myself.
With a camera. I was like, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna lie. I was giggling like a child.
Yeah.
Watching this happen. Because I'm watching these guys behind me like this. If you see me on YouTube, it's fucking like squinting, like uncomfortable. Eventually, he
still
he
giggling.
gets her. Yo, it was crazy to think about that this happened. He gets her on the floor, and he tells her that she can't come until he counts to 10. So he goes 1, 2. He's pumping his fingers. Right, these guys are like scared as
This is
shit,
some crazy
holding onto a
shit.
people. 4, 5. They're like, what the fuck is gonna happen? 6, 7. She's like moaning mad loud. 7, 8, 9. She's like fucking screaming crazy, and at 10 she just lets out a big ass squirt right in front of Rory Maul's feet.
Oh, got on her shoes.
Wow.
No, I hope not.
Oh.
I
I
hope
would
not.
want it on my shoes.
Because Maul had those fucking the Ben and Jerry dunk song.
Mhm.
I was like, can you imagine
yeah.
if she squirted on those?
They make it commemorative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. And there you go. So that's the kind of content that
Yeah,
I'm
that's
desensitized
I'm
crazy.
happy.
with.
I think that's kind of cool because I get made fun of. I've only been to a strip club like 5 times in life, but whenever I go, I'm in there giggling
Okay.
because this shit is funny to me.
We're not doing it the right way.
It's just like you were here getting naked.
You're not doing the strip club the right way.
This is funny.
So
I
that's
feel like
okay.
that concept is hilarious to me.
What is he?
Comedy.
What is he? I mean, you guys have been with him at the strip club.
Oh, we
Nah,
never going together.
nah.
He's a deviant. I'm not going with him.
I don't go to the strip club anymore.
What is the right way?
Well, you have
Also,
to
why not anymore?
gotta go
I had a
upstairs.
problem. No, I had a problem.
Oh, you would
So,
be at strip clubs a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
He's
like,
what you call a regular.
I would. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Trey, how you doing?
I started off going like with my friends on the weekend. It turned to us going every weekend,
this is
spending a
Trey,
lot of money. And then I was going like during the week to like strip clubs by myself. Like,
with the sun up.
yeah, but you
Nah,
have to,
with the sun up.
no.
Okay. I was gonna say that. I don't know
Jesus
why.
Christ, I had a job.
Out of him saying every week, then every day. Once I
Yeah,
heard
I was
sun up,
going-
I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was going, but I was going like you have to get a private dance. That little table dance and
Absolutely.
shit. You
I
have
agree.
to go to the raised
boom
champagne
room.
room, nigga. What
You gotta go to
do
the
that.
room. You gotta do
You have
it.
to go to the
There's
champagne
no
room.
sex in the champagne room.
Sometimes there's sex in the champagne room.
I've
Sometimes
heard of
there's a
sex in the
fee.
champagne.
Chris Rock was misinformed.
There's a fee in the champagne room.
There's a
and
fee.
it's up to you whether you want to pay that fee or not.
Yes. So that's the right
I was
way.
this close to paying the fee a couple
okay.
times.
Oh, so then. Oh, sometimes.
He's
You heard that?
being
It was
coy
sometimes.
right now. He's
So-
seen things.
Oh.
Oh yeah, just put it right on my nose.
The frequency you
Trying
were
to get
going
me to
at.
pay for it.
The frequency you were going at lasted how long?
Probably about 5 or 6 months.
Damn. Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Of
Yeah, I was
strip clubs.
going during
The
the
same
week
one?
twice. I had, and we're from Indianapolis. At one point, I had been to every strip club in Indianapolis, testing it out.
I'm kind of jealous of that.
Action Bronson of strip clubs.
How many strip clubs are there in Indianapolis?
No, for real. No, so it's just like you Google them.
a director.
You
This nigga was Anthony Bourdain.
You a manager.
No
you
reservation.
Google and you get like see reviews. And you just go to see what you can get the best bang for your buck. And I've been to like because there's a lot. We're from Indiana, so there's white strip clubs.
critic.
Those didn't do nothing for me. Those white girls, those white girls, built like this. They don't do much for me.
Feel like he pointed at the lamp
Yeah.
for anyone who's
Yeah,
not
all
watching.
skinny minis. But there was one I went to. Y'all have seen the Babes on Pendleton Pike. On Tuesday they had the 2-for-1. So
What is a hold on?
a dance is like $20. So you're getting 2 for $20.
No.
That sounds like Hector's type of time.
Yeah. So it was crazy.
That's
and like
Hector's type of
I
time.
said,
Hey,
2 for
relax.
20. You got a deal?
yeah. And like I said, I had a problem. I admit that I had a problem, and I
Man,
stopped
fuck
going.
that. If I find out dancers were 2 for 20,
I got a BOGO in here.
I'd have a
Yeah,
problem
for sure.
too.
4 for 4.
I was going a lot though. It was bad. It was crazy.
Faux for hoe.
It was crazy.
Well, now you're here. How'd you recover? You just
I just
going?
stopped cold turkey.
Okay, that's
Stopped
good.
going.
Okay,
I've been to a strip club maybe once since then. So
that's
Yeah.
it.
And no relapse. No significant relapse.
no, I don't go. I would go. I love shout out to Sunset Strip in Indianapolis. I love it. It's hot.
How much
But,
would you drop in one day?
when I was going during the week, probably like them 2-for-1 day, probably like $80.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
It's Indiana, bro. That's a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To not be having sex with them, it was a
Take
lot.
the Yankees
I'll say
cap
that my
off.
last visit to a strip club was $400 or $500.
This is not Starlets. We're going
No.
to-
But it's funny enough. You want to hear something sad? It wasn't Starlets. It wasn't a Starlets type of location either.
Yeah,
I was
I
just
can't-
like, all right, cool.
I get it, but
it's
yeah,
just
I just had to stop.
But do they do full nude there?
No,
Oh, okay.
Depending on how much money you're spending.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, because we don't do full nude.
You
here.
got to take.
Yeah.
If you
Don't go here.
take
This is
them
not
up,
the place
take
for
them
it.
upstairs. They are showing you
Oh, okay, that
whatever
makes
you're
sense.
paying for.
Yeah. No,
sure.
not here.
See the
Room
urethra up
only.
there.
See, you see how I all got mad horny and shit. And
Different
now it's
levels.
I'm not
shit?
horny.
So yeah,
No.
I've identified you as a deviant already.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, you've taken us down a dark path here. So a path in school, a path we
sitting on
usually don't
Beyonce,
take.
getting Beyonce sit on your face, strip clubs, and I need to find you guys.
We don't often go TVMA all the time, but you.
Yeah,
Oh.
This is probably
Is this
the
a
most
is
we've
this a,
done in a
like
long
13
time.
plus platform that I
Nah,
just
we stay away from sex more than anything usually. I feel
That
like
makes
it's-
sense.
They're married. That's why.
oh, you're married too?
Yes, I am.
Oh
yeah.
shit, how many years deep in him?
Year 4.
4,
Mhm.
11, 4. Okay,
Yeah, and then the engineer's been married for like 3
damn, y'all all
a
married.
year. I'm sorry, 1 year. My brother's been married for like 3 years, 5 years.
5 years. Okay, there you go.
He said, "I live out here. I'm not married."
Yeah.
He put
Nah.
wifey in the text trying to be. He over there being funny too. I don't know if wifey would like all y'all niggas at the house.
Yeah, he got somebody.
He could- That's as far as my joke
I'm
goes.
literally
Y'all gonna
the
get in
only.
trouble.
I'm the only single one here.
How does that feel?
I love it.
All right,
He gets everything.
It's cool, man.
that's true.
For sure.
Fair.
So yeah,
Don't
so
ever wanna give it up.
you took us there today.
I appreciate it. I fuck with it.
And
You're welcome. That's what I'm here
appreciate
for.
you, man. For sure. Thank you for making this TVMA.
It's the Howard Stern show.
Yeah.
Was there any
Cinemax at 11 p.m.
any questions you guys were afraid to ask about?
Man, I think
For you?
I feel like
Yeah.
the biggest thing I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I think Deuce touched on it, that glass ceiling. You know what I'm saying? It's something we're trying to break and get through. I thought your answer was solid.
What
You know
what
I'm
what do you think stops you guys from being a bigger
I
show?
think us is just it's an opportunity. I tell all people all the time, like for us, we're ready made. Like we do merchandise, we do the show, we got all this set up already.
Merchandise is very important.
We just need a megaphone. We need somebody to amplify what we do. We don't need help
Yeah.
producing or help figuring out how to make a
Constructing
T-shirt
or,
or help
you know what I'm
having
saying?
the goal to get up and go somewhere.
Do you guys make content outside of the podcast?
We did a food show for them for a little bit.
That's lit. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we had the Patreon popping for a
Yeah.
minute, and we
They
probably should
quit.
get back to
I
it.
think that's a good way to set yourself apart. I find personally for podcasts for the people I work with, I think it's supplemental.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just one of many things that you start doing it when you become like your own network. Like this is you guys got the pregame podcast, but it should be the pregame network at one point. That way you guys are not just limited to that. Eventually you might do more than one show, more than one podcast, what I mean, or a show like a food show and etc. And I feel like that definitely helps out.
You should document Trey's like strip club pictures.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, I'm always open with talking about whatever I've done. I have a lot of stories to tell that I don't. Like I said, when I was in a relationship, I had to slow down on my stories because I've done some shit.
Do you guys feel a little limited that you're married and talking to podcasts?
I like
Though you
my
guys
life.
stray away from like sex and stuff like that.
I mean, we make, you know what I'm saying, we funny, so we find ways around it or make jokes about it.
Yeah.
It's just not necessarily something that's, you know, that we make a segment. You know, and of course, if there's something that happens in the culture that involves sex, we'll definitely talk about it and give our pregame spin on it. You know what I mean?
I have it from time to time. We can talk about it.
For sure.
Makes sense. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, develops things outside of just the show. That's my biggest tip, in my opinion, for anyone that's listening and is doing podcasting, you know. But the connection is definitely very important. Consistency is very important.
For sure.
The more people y'all have on, the more listeners you'll get, in my opinion. And y'all drop. Okay, so let me ask this: when do you guys drop?
Every Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
At what time?
Generally around 10.
Yeah.
Just make that a big thing. For the algorithm, it's very important that you guys drop a certain day, a certain time, every time.
Yeah, for sure.
Because when you guys when you embed that into someone's subconsciousness, oh yeah, you know the pregame podcast Wednesdays 9 a.m. every time.
Yeah.
Video 10 p.m. every time.
Shit.
You're like, oh shit,
For sure. We work
Well, I
around the
bet.
clock. For,
and it
for
be like
sure.
that. And you know, obviously it's a lot of work, it's editing and all that stuff, making sure that when you guys post out, that it's posted out perfectly and there's a rollout. But I promise you that consistency is a big deal. Let's say we're working with Brilliant, people get tight at us if we're not posted by
Some
Thursday
people do too.
1 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I start getting tweets like, yo, where the fuck is the show? I don't know. I didn't post it. I'm sorry. I just fucking edited it. But yeah, it'd be like that. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll do, man.
Yeah.
What have you learned, man? I guess I'm just gonna ask you your take in general. You know, I think you dropped a lot of gems. You offered a lot of insight into the podcast game. Where do you see the future of podcasting going? What does that look like for you?
You know, 2-3 years ago, I thought it was oversaturated, and I'm completely wrong. And the reason why I thought that was because I saw Uncle Phil had a show. I saw Conan O'Brien had a show.
Yeah, everybody's got a podcast.
All these celebrities have a podcast. But man, is it a way to monetize day-to-day shit. I just go talk. I just taped a live podcast for this woman named Heather McDonald. And it's called Juicy Scoop, white woman, who was on Bravo and talks about y'all know Real Housewives.
Yeah.
Talks about all that.
So she.
Let me tell you
recaps
how
those
that shit
episodes.
was sold the fuck out. She was just there sitting talking
has a
celebrity
niche.
gossip
Yeah.
for 2 hours. Bread. You was there. My boy Hector was there. And mind you, it was not only just women, but there's also women and their husbands who really don't want to be there.
Ah,
That had
Ma-
2 tickets.
You sold 2 seats
yeah.
off of one person who doesn't even want to go.
Fuck that.
That being said, I thought it was oversaturated. Right now, I think it's okay. Supplementary. You know, if you want to make it, I think making podcasts definitely helps with having content out. You know, you get your face out there, you get your voice out there. People could see you as a recognizable, consistent, approachable person who wants to make visual content. Outside of that, I mean, I feel like we're gonna go back into a shorter route. You know, there's all these long podcasts. I feel like people are gonna get back into like we only need an hour. then 30 minutes, and then even shorter. And it'd be like that. I think you could become a star from podcasts. We've seen a couple that were already people who were personalities. I feel like we haven't seen a star from podcasting, if that makes sense. Unless you guys feel otherwise.
No.
The blueprint is not necessarily, you know what I'm saying, set in stone. I think we think about like, oh man, you know, I was rapping and I started freestyle on Fridays. Like that particular story for a podcast has not come to fruition where you can say like, man, I started just off this podcast and then look at me now. You know what I'm saying? It's yet to be seen. I think in some spaces where you think about like true crime, or you think about
those are the most popular ones.
Yeah,
you think
you think about
it's like true crime. I don't know from exactly, but I know it's like true crime, probably like comedy and shit like that.
Yeah,
like those are the big platforms
for sure. I feel like you might see someone who kind of came from nothing, who then had this idea about, you know, researching, et cetera, and put together a true crime podcast. I think that story exists, but it's just the entertainment piece or the comedy piece, pop culture, et cetera.
I've said this to a lot of people who have come to the studio. I've said this before in an interview, but you guys have a hard position in terms of podcasting, in my opinion, which makes it even sweeter to know that you guys have been doing this for a while. You're competing with news outlets all the time. Y'all record every week. You guys can't just store it. Like y'all try to be the most up to date as possible.
Yep. We're not evergreen.
And where I've seen quicker success, debatable, quicker success in themed podcasts. One show that I know is Bible with Brianda. This woman named Brianda who goes through Bible chapters and talks about a different Bible chapter every week, but kind of like not flips the story, but says it in a way that's a lot more entertaining type of shit. You know, it's not just reading.
This nigga Moses came down with
like just like right, exactly. Like gives
crazy.
Put some spice on it, right? A lot of views, but that's not common.
She's gonna run out of the Bible at some point too.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm curious too.
There's only so many pages in there.
The Bible in.
It went from Bible Brianda to probably Quran Brianda or some shit. You know, it's gonna move on to some shit. Exactly. Right. That's a thing. This is really hard for y'all to go every week.
It's tough, man.
Figure out different views. How does that make you guys? Well, like that challenge. Like, how do you guys feel about that challenge?
I think everything in life is rooted in passion. And so you got to remain passionate. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay faithful and committed to what you think or whatever your vision is. And you got to work hard. You know, face without work is dead. So you got to work hard towards it.
All right,
so
Brianda.
If you're not, for sure.
Brianda.
You know what I mean? With the OnlyFans Bible, we appreciate you. But I feel like that's what it comes down to. So you putting that positive energy into the universe. You're not slouching. You're not treating it like you're trying to slouch with it. And so ultimately the doors and opportunities will open that way. And I think, you know, in life, I'm pro build the door. You know what I'm saying? So thinking that the opportunity is going to fly open for you, bro, that's just not how it works.
It's not. It's never going to just land on your lap.
I never just got a job.
Yeah.
I just was never one of the people. Bro, I just walked in and they gave me the job, bro. Nah, man, I went up there the day earlier and I tried to meet the management team and I tried to, you know, dress like that to build that door. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's the same thing with podcasts and anything you want to do, you're passionate about. Sometimes you got to make that shit happen. And it's a process. So it ain't going to happen overnight.
Right.
For damn sure.
How about for you guys?
Facts.
I feel the same. I think that it's just about, you know, with anything, and especially this, you have to be committed and you know, like you said, passionate, and you have
There's
to
four of y'all, right?
You have to want to do it.
So it's four mics, our engineer,
plus the engineer, plus whatever extra crew I got.
He quit, but he was really important at one point too.
Yeah, he's doing a great
He's
job.
Here, though.
He's doing a great job.
You know what I'm saying?
In.
You know?
He's definitely off the bench.
But
and it's all about believing in it and believing in who you're surrounded by. So
does anyone do a job, like have a job that's in correlation to entertainment or media here outside of like potential background?
No.
Everyone works outside of that.
Yeah.
It's tough, yo. It's tough. And those are the usual podcasters. Those are my favorite podcasters. Is like y'all have life experiences and everyday different life experiences to be able to give your story. I can't talk about things I did with taping every day. That's kind of boring.
Right.
But that's where my weekends, and this is where me being a DJ helped out a lot. Yeah. The social aspect, making connections, meeting people, telling them these stories. I've had people come to the bar, tell me that they listen to the shows because I've talked about the shows. I didn't get reprimanded, but one of my managers even told me because the guys put the name of the location as an episode title.
Oh.
So that helps out. because I could tell them stories about the shit that happens there.
Yeah.
And then, now Monday and Thursday when we tape, I got stories. Y'all got stories for days, thankfully. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And I think, knowing that you have a good product too. So we know
Absolutely.
that, you know what I'm saying, we grown a fan base. People like what we're doing. And that's helpful as well.
So what's the next step? I know that's hard to ask and very, very general question, but what's your own expectations of the next step?
This is a good question. I'm gonna let Deuce go ahead. I
feel you. You know what's funny?
But I say
y'all
this.
didn't see that? He said a lot right there.
But
he said a lot. Like,
this is an effort, though. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is tangible, something we can reflect on and think about what's coming here.
Yeah.
I think the medium is weird because there's no mountaintop. So say we get picked up by a network, great, but that's not the goal.
Nah, got me more than that.
We get picked up by Showtime. That's not necessarily the goal either. It's always going to keep moving. So for me to say what the ultimate goal is not really a great answer for that. But I think it's steps. So I think the next step for us is to get picked up by a network.
Okay.
And the next step for us is to find somehow that TV medium or like that syndicated medium, whether it be radio or television. Then the next step is to where the individuals can find ways to monetize themselves outside of the show. And then the next step for that is we'll probably break up and hate each other. And then,
and then we get to have a documentary or a
lifetime.
But that's kind of how that's the natural progression, it seems to be.
No, can we get on a better channel than that?
We want to be on TV One?
TV One, that'd be tough. I do a Tubi documentary. I fuck with Tubi. Niggas hate Tubi. I like Tubi. Tubi
really?
Me. Yeah.
I know people hate Tubi.
He hates Tubi.
You hate Tubi?
I don't. I've been so spoiled by not having to watch commercials.
Okay. Yeah, I'll hate Tubi too.
And why? And the thing is, Tubi, why not just give me I got $5 for y'all, so I don't have to watch these
they don't. All right, they don't have the option.
No.
Paramount. I just got Paramount, and I think Paramount is an only you can get ads kind of a thing.
I got the free trial of that. I didn't like it. I canceled it.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Big
I get what you guys mean. I asked the whole next step thing because y'all gonna pod for a long time. Clearly, you guys have for a while, so it does make me wonder what is the next step and why I even offer the idea of hey, try to see if y'all can do another show on top of what y'all do. Though scheduling is hard, especially with 4 people on mic.
Yeah,
holy shit, that's tough.
Our wives already hate us.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I mean, hey,
for sure.
Pre, during,
they talking
post.
shit right now.
I mean, y'all made a trip.
We did.
Let me tell you.
You going to New York without me?
Y'all have how many interviews more left today?
Today we're done. We got 2 more tomorrow.
Y'all gotta. What time is the first interview?
No.
Okay. Y'all gotta go do something while y'all here tonight. Do something. Go find a place. Because then there's something to talk about when y'all have an episode that's on.
I can't wait to start about me getting robbed of indictment.
You're not gonna get robbed in indictment. That's not,
out there.
Look, there's some.
They took my footage.
There's parts that you should stay away from. Absolutely, but that's everywhere. You feel me? But take the train. It's
nice hat. I like your hat, G.
Yeah. Let me get that.
Did you have that blue hat on? Like, damn, I didn't know y'all was banging like that.
Banging like that in New York.
Where y'all from? Nope. Don't answer that question.
I'm a child of God, brother.
And it's a Wednesday. There's a lot of weird shit that happens on Wednesdays in spots. So downtown.
The good weird or the bad weird?
It depends on your perspective of life.
Yeah, you might have.
I
might be down for some. Ooh, she did some
might be
weird
down
shit.
to
If you're a man of God, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm centered.
Might not be. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
Let me chill out.
But there's always stuff to do here. The benefit. When do things close for you guys back home?
Shit.
10, 9:30.
And that was closed at 9:30.
It's Wednesday. I'm telling you, there's places that close by 4.
That's crazy, man.
By 4 a.m.
By 4 a.m.
Oh,
There's
I'm
time.
all night kind of guy. So
And what's cool is what I love about New York and what I've learned gracefully from traveling this year is we'll have a spot. We'll have a whole section like this, and they'll be filled with different spots, open at different times and closed at different times. So there's options.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go from there to all the way over there to get to another spot. You'll have different.
You gotta find.
We can go clown a little.
You
bit.
could go.
We can go be the new guys in New York for
There's
a
a
night.
bar right next to your hotel.
That look dry down there.
It does look a little dry, but I mean, it was
no seasoning.
7:27.
Can we go to Harlem? I feel like my soul is in Harlem.
Yeah, I could definitely. Yeah, why
Okay.
not? Yeah, hell yeah, go past by Harlem. It gets
Duke Ellington real
It's
quick.
crazy. Yeah, it's a little crazy past 120. Well, past
you want to
116.
meet Duke Ellington tonight?
Oh no, you don't want to meet Duke Ellington tonight.
I mean Duke, it went bad.
Yeah, put your dukes up.
I'm sorry, Alicia. He went on to be with the Duke. I I would hate to have to explain that.
Yeah, man. If I hear some smooth jazz, it went bad for me.
Y'all
A lot of
take the
percussion.
opportunity tonight. Well, you guys leave what?
Langston Hughes.
Right, Joe. y'all leave tomorrow night after your
It
last interview?
depends. It depends.
depends,
We
man.
still shooting some shots at some big wigs out here.
Do it. Make it happen.
They can make us stay till Friday. If not, we get our ass back in the
Yeah,
road.
we just gone.
The commitment
to
is
our
appreciated
families.
and acknowledged, just so
For
you
sure.
know, because it's not easy. Now there is people. I've never heard someone travel this far to come to here.
We've been to Connecticut before. We drove to
Yeah.
Connecticut. That's a
was
little further,
How
I
was
guess.
that?
I think.
We went to go meet Michael Smith from ESPN.
Okay.
We damn near got him fired.
Why? Oh,
He was
okay.
on thin ice.
Yeah, for sure.
We were the last straw.
We threw that last pebble on it. That's it. Shout out to
Publishing team
Michael
was
Smith,
like,
but
no.
That's my dog. We got him
it
in
exploded,
trouble.
man.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
He's good now. He on Yahoo. He bounced back.
Oh, okay, cool. That's what I'm saying. Like the cancel shit, I've seen.
ice
it.
was thin. Old girl got it melted a little bit.
Nah, canceled and fired are two different things.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
Low-key it comes hand in hand.
They
depending on
cousins.
the job.
Yeah, they cousins. for
They
sure.
shake up when they see each other.
This the second longest trip though. We've been to Milwaukee, Detroit,
The Detroit, Milwaukee, Connecticut.
yeah, Columbus,
I mean, look at that. Look at what y'all do.
Chicago.
Yeah, done Chicago a couple
I hope y'all
times.
take big. I mean, I'm sure y'all do, but I'd rather just reiterate that. I hope you guys take big pride in what you guys do to make sure you get a show
For
going.
sure.
Because a lot of people will just stay home and
Hope it comes to them.
hope it just comes.
Yeah, it's just not gonna
And
work
it's-
out like that, man.
And you
It's
need to do
literally
interviews.
impossible.
It helps out. It helps out a lot. Helps out like you guys, like in terms of your synergy with people that are not just you four. But I'm pretty sure that the highest views, if you guys look, and likelihood for my podcast is that your best views do come from probably like just you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People are there for you.
Yeah,
They just want to
true.
make sure like, oh, okay, cool. You guys can fuck with another person. Like that's lit.
This
Indeed.
is great. I appreciate this.
Yeah, we
man.
appreciate you,
Sorry.
Ed,
I mean,
man.
yeah,
Dropping gems.
I'd rather be positive about it. I see the negative side in podcasting a lot. And I've seen that people come and go, just like if you mentioned when I go to the studio, some people come through and they're kind of ready but not ready. People that come to the studio are ready to talk, not to make a show.
Right.
That's what I've
Yeah.
seen a lot. But then there's some people who fucking shine like really good. And I'm like, cool. Like you guys just gotta build up the marketing.
Right.
That's a big part. Marketing's a huge part.
Here's your payment plan.
Yeah.
Come on
right?
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, right.
So for this
That ass,
amount,
yeah.
we can make you a star.
We can make you a star. It's like
Have you thought about marketing? We have.
here's
Pay
this
this
clip and this
amount,
clip.
we get you a 360.
Only for 3,000. Yeah.
Y'all do
right.
tours? Can we come through? Just like not get charged to see the space?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Just I mean,
It was like 2
What do
hours
y'all-
from here. I feel like everything's 2 hours from here.
let me know when you guys are. I feel like there are gonna be shows tomorrow, but I could let them know and just y'all pass by. Why not? Take a picture in front of our wall with the logo 1,000 times. You know, more marketing. But yeah,
Tag
you know,
us.
yeah, you know.
for sure.
Yeah, pass on through. It's in Chinatown. That's another thing. Y'all should go to, not now. Chinatown after 6 o'clock is whack. But yeah, go to Chinatown. See all the
Sounds
spots.
biased.
Why is it
Why
whack after 6 o'clock?
It's just there's all you know what it is. All the markets close by that
Okay.
time.
Gotcha.
So there's nothing there except for maybe like one bar or two.
Chinese people get their rest.
They go. They
Who
sell
knew?
the shit from like 7 till like 6:05,
Yeah, they're ready
and
for
they're
you.
out.
There's an inappropriate joke there. I'm not gonna make it because you're famous.
Now I'm curious to what the show.
Nope, we'll
the
pass.
joke
Nah,
was.
let's just relax.
Okay.
I don't even want to do it.
I won't get
I want to
Kanye.
know.
Yeah,
But
let's just
yeah,
chill.
but and we're
Out.
right there. We're right off the.
They
You guys
spent,
are,
they
you guys are
spent
right
an
on
hour and a
section.
half making Chinese jokes. That's what the headline
That was a funny part for me for Nori. He was like, "Chinese did that?" I was like, "Bro."
Hey, Nori, man, for all the negative, he's still funny. But
Oh yeah, he's hilarious.
The
Don't get it
Chinaman.
twisted. This one moment for me does not define everything in terms of drink champs.
he fucked around and found out.
I mean, he had to do it. I feel like that's a creative to me.
If
When
Kanye
you go-
called, you got to.
You got. I mean, then this was like the second time that Kanye was on there.
Third
Time,
Third,
man.
you got to take that. It's just there was certain parts where I'm just like, bruh,
Yeah, take
y'all
that
could
out.
have. You could have saved
Step
yourself.
on that.
Kanye is facing.
You know what's crazy? They did cut something. There's a cut. I watched all 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
There's a cut they made. I'm not sure why they didn't
He
make
must
those
have
other
said
cuts.
something wild for that.
It's a
to happen.
quick cut. You can see it,
It must be-
visually. You can see the cut.
It must be the same shit he was saying on the shop.
Probably. Some,
Maybe.
Mav said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, we ain't doing that, man. Too
Burn
much
that
bad
shit.
What
press.
power though?
We trying to get
Imagine,
Bronny to the league.
imagine like I'm like, damn, like my shop episode's not going up. I'm gonna just go to Drink Champs.
Yeah. Where's Kanye West? And the shop is propaganda. It's not real. It's not really a barbershop.
Yeah, they go in there, man, with a
It's not
script.
really
They don't even have
Barbershop.
plugs to plug in the clippers.
Well, you got to be an artist. To
Yeah,
go
they
to
go in there
Bronx
with a script. Read
Yeah, say this.
Start over.
Congratulate LeBron.
Sponsored by.
No, you sigh.
That's funny.
It's sick, bro. I feel like they're trying to manipulate black men on the shop. It pisses me
They
off.
are, man.
That shit is not real.
Them niggas love the barbershop. I got
Hey,
something
look,
for
he
their
went to
ass.
Drink Champs. Look at him now.
Yeah, it's true.
This is my thing though. Now he's facing a $250 million fine.
Oh man,
Yeah.
this gonna sound bad, man. I think
They're not
that
gonna get that money.
I think that they are on a money grab. He's not the first person to say
that's not the first person,
that
yeah.
George Floyd was full
Yeah,
of
but he's
fentanyl.
the right person, bro.
But that was the
I know.
exactly.
It's a money grab. They don't
Exactly.
really
He was
care.
the right person
It's
to
a
say
money
that.
grab.
Right.
It don't
They've been
matter.
saying it. Candace always been saying it from the jump.
Okay, so imagine
White people been saying it from the jump.
But listen, imagine George Floyd, our family. You know, and
now-
at dinner.
And now I got to denounce
at dinner,
through the
somebody-
wire because I want $250 million.
No, but at dinner,
You
somebody
got
made a good
announced through the
point.
wire.
Man, I can't believe they saying this about our cousin. This
That's
is
kinda fucked up.
ridiculous.
It is.
Who said it this time?
The coroner.
Lloyd Willing? Kanye. Did he? But that's a comment.
Oh, we gonna get him. That's
Kanye.
fucked up.
Yeah, this is,
Kanye said it. The richest black man in the world.
yeah.
Huh.
The billionaire.
Interesting.
That's fucked up though, don't y'all think?
I think that's them.
You're not wrong though, because like,
Yeah, they taking care of that.
We're gonna
estate,
break his
man.
pockets a little
I'm
bit.
taking his ass to the cleaners.
Yeah, we still gotta honor uphold his legacy for sure, and that's the way to do it. That's the way to man. Look, they
Look,
gotta do it. Take what they can, do what they do for their
The
family.
problem what could have happened is that it could have fucked up Nori's show though, and that's where I'm like, damn, like
Yeah,
that could have really
could've.
fucked with Revolt.
Could
You
have.
know, could have fucked with Diddy's pockets even more. Kanye was the one who said it though.
Then Diddy, and then Diddy's gonna have to get Kanye killed. It's not. It wouldn't be the first time he's done that.
Oh, he's going into the real conspiracy shit. Wow, wow.
And so, am I making that up now? Okay.
Yeah, all I'm saying is tell Kanye to stay away from Vegas.
Yeah.
Don't go to
Hey,
Vegas.
Kanye
Don't go
West
to
in
Cali.
Vegas is over. Oh, he's in a black SUV.
Yeah, don't go to Vegas. Don't go to Cali,
Oh.
Kanye. Stay away.
Ooh, the R.B. Kanye song gonna be fire too.
Who
Oh
shot
my
you?
God, missing you.
Everybody's gonna be on it.
I'll be missing you, Kanye.
Everybody's going to be
Hey, boys are
on
gonna bring
it.
boys are gonna bring that heat on it.
Level
J. Cole,
Hayden.
J. Cole
Jay-Z's-
gonna rap for my nigga.
Jay-Z
I
got
tell you that. I tell you what,
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy.
48 bars from Jay-Z.
Ooh.
Cuddy on the hook.
easy.
Yeah.
Cuddy on the
Honestly-
hook?
Cuddy on
honestly,
the hook, humming.
they
Let
don't-
it all
He's gonna
go.
be okay
He's
after
one
all
of those people that
Yeah.
they don't want to die. They want Kanye should live to be a very 90 years old.
It's better that way.
There's just some people that just don't need to die yet. Kanye, Drake.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
hope
the guy.
I'm one of them.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
to be-
same.
No,
I
but-
like to be included.
Can I be
No,
in
if,
that number?
if we died, we'd just be the same
Let me
guy.
step up to the
If
plate.
Kanye West died, the death tax would be probably the biggest death tax we've ever
The
seen.
death
Yeah.
tax is crazy.
It's
Oh, that's a real thing.
It's
That's
a real thing.
though. It
not-
happens.
it's not a dream. It really happens.
It really happens.
It's-
Oh, for sure.
and
Things
then-
go
and
up.
This is an example. It's because I know people who thought Nipsey Hussle didn't exist. Started listening to Nipsey Hussle when Nipsey died. The death tax is real.
Hmm.
People who I know didn't know Nipsey existed.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I saw Kobe Bryant die. I saw people who
I saw people change
who
clothes
who would piss on
and
Kobe
go.
Bryant when he was alive, crying on the internet.
No bullshit.
It really
Ridiculous.
happened.
They were crying.
All of a
said,
sudden, I had
"Oh,
nothing bad to say about Kobe.
So you feel like that's
People
gonna be,
hated
it's gonna be
Kobe.
worse with Kanye? Is what
If
you're saying.
Kanye West
Oh,
died
yeah.
tomorrow, it'd be bad.
Be
He was just
terrible.
misunderstood, man. He was a genius.
You gonna press play on that college dropout and you gonna be in the car crying.
Yeah, I'm
Just
gonna
like
tear
us.
up.
Just like me.
100%.
Yeah,
Punching
for
your
sure.
fucking steering wheel. Why'd he have to go to California? We knew he should have been out there.
This is why I'm not gonna lie. Even thinking about that, I've definitely thought this mad times that it's like I feel like people are letting him play too much on IG, and there's gonna be a day where he's gonna like. Did y'all see
think
that?
he's been limited.
Was it Ray J that just recently was like, oh, I could just jump off this bridge type shit?
What?
That was
Did I hear
that
about
was YK Osiris, I thought.
Oh, YK was. Oh no, that actually happened. It also happened with YK. Funny
Yeah.
enough, not funny enough, but you know what I mean. Like YK went on live.
Damn, I almost
He was
said-
like,
I don't wanna be here no
Drake
more.
don't fuck with me, Lil Baby don't fuck with me. so
Oh,
I guess I shouldn't be
YK.
here. I think the context was more so of like I think someone was making fun of him, saying that he's
Yeah.
like irrelevant. But
He is.
something like that, a sentiment like that, could become subconscious, and that could really
And
fuck
that-
with
yeah,
you.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think Ray J had put out like, oh, like I should just jump off this bridge since I don't care type shit. I'm like, yo, let Kanye put something like that, and then everybody's really gonna be thinking about the mental health shit,
Yeah.
realizing that even though he's doing all this shit and
He's
he's
still-
for the sentiment.
I think Kanye is too arrogant to kill himself too.
Elaborate.
I just think he likes the sound of his own fucking voice so much. He don't want to do that. And this is my. This may be this is an opinion. Nobody's entitled to. I think when people do that, yeah, this math to go.
You already
It's like
typed
when
it down?
people be like, "Well, I'm just gonna jump off this bridge." I be like, well, "If you was gonna do that shit, you was gonna do it."
Oh my god!
I know that sounds bad,
Write that the
but
note. Write the editing.
jump
note.
if you gonna do that. I feel like, I feel like people who do that. I feel like a lot of
They'll just do it.
Obviously,
I wasn't gonna stop
they
you.
attention needs to be brought to them because obviously it's something wrong. But I feel like people who are really gonna slit their wrists,
They'll
go
just
in
do
the
it.
bathroom and they slit their fucking wrist.
No, but
They get
there's
over
a
it.
clause of people who have a lot of mental distress. Well, they'll
Absolutely.
go on social media and ask for all the attention
help,
necessary,
guidance, and everything else.
especially if you're Kanye West, I bet you right now is not even enough.
We tricked you into talking about Kanye West.
Say that
How's
one
it
more
feel?
time.
Yeah,
We
you were
tricked
like, I ain't talking about Kanye.
I ain't talking about Kanye. Here we are.
Oh, I mean, no,
Got you.
I'm tired of hearing other platforms. I could talk about it. Fuck it. I could do
Go
that.
ahead.
I can talk about it.
Yeah, I could do
I
that.
feel it.
Yeah,
For
this is
sure.
gonna get washed away. It's just I'm gonna hear. It's gonna be. You're gonna hear this.
My views do not reflect the opinions of the other members of the pregame podcast.
you guys put
and
that at
any
the start of the
guests
show.
They
we
don't.
may have.
No, they do not. So
They do
say
not.
You
it.
should though, because if you did that and I start the episode and I see that, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be crazy.
Well, juicy.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah, for
wild.
sure.
We should
Yeah.
disclaimer that every time.
Yeah, and if you have a
Just
mental,
him.
if you're having a mental health crisis, I think you should get help. And if you need
forgot
help
what the
from me,
number
I
was.
would be down to help you.
I think you
But-
can be attention seeking in a
And
multitude of ways.
nobody remembers that number.
That's how I feel.
There's a
You can
spectrum
be-
of that,
You can
yeah.
be attention seeking in a multitude of ways. There are some girls on Instagram who do the same video every single day. It's the same one.
They get cash for
Is
that.
it fire?
They get
Two
cash.
hands up.
They get
do
money
what
for
I'm
that.
saying, though. It's
nigga.
the same move.
Good knees, good
Yeah.
knees.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people attention seekers, people that are going through it, they want to draw attention,
Two
like Ruff
hands
said.
up, keep them up.
So it's hard to figure out what's
What
really
is what?
real and what's
Especially
who's really
especially when
feeling
it comes to Kanye West, is just
And that's why I only do it to people I care about. I ain't got time to be deciphering if you being real or not.
yeah.
Yeah.
You would just ask them, you'd be like, "You all right?"
You know
Yeah,
what?
you good,
Bringing
bro?
it full circle, they need to download the Be Real app.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm
Be an
saying?
unlimited amount of people.
I like what you did there.
Brought it full circle.
There you go. And now we really know what you're really trying to do.
Exactly. Try out the app.
Cypress Hill. That's what their name was. This nigga in Be His name was Be Real.
Be real.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was gonna fuck with me.
Shout out to Cypress.
I
Hill,
feel
Be
so
Real.
much better now. I was like,
Um,
insane clown posse. What's the nigga's name? Cypress Hill.
There it is, man. There it is. Man, round of applause for Eddin, man, for coming through.
Yeah.
Fire, man. This was a great exercise.
I hope this was your best interview.
For
Definitely
sure.
the best one we had today for sure.
Oh, I was gonna say. You said they got quiet. They were like, "Yeah, it was alright."
Nah, it was fire, man. I had a good time for sure.
I enjoyed myself. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. That coffee's been gone, brother. You
I know.
Give it up.
I'm a big Ice fan.
South
Yeah, for sure.
I love these awkward pauses you guys get. Every
Well,
once in a while.
are you an ice chewer? Just don't, some people that chew the ice.
Now you asking me if I'm chewing ice.
He doesn't like ending the show. He has a problem.
Have you guys ever figured out how to properly end a show? It's the hardest thing, honestly. Sometimes
Properly, no.
Nah,
We have a
got
transition.
transitions.
do a final question.
He can't.
Oh,
He's gonna ask you a final question. Ask you another one.
I didn't
afterwards.
even. The conversation was flowing so well. You know what I'm saying? We kind of got away from interviews. Had conversation. But since we're here and preface it, fuck it, why not? What is your pinnacle of success, man? Real quick, pinnacle of success you have for
pinnacle of
yourself.
success?
Yeah, what does that look like for you? What's the
the mountaintop?
Shit. It changes every day. Not gonna
Damn.
lie to you. I think everyone wants a lot of money. I think that's fair to say that, right? That's one thing. I would like to get paid.
Money does bring happiness.
I would
an
like
extent.
to. I'd like to make sure I make way more of my own content is one thing. But in getting paid of my own content, like things where my face is in it.
It's like OnlyFans.
Sure, but my feet would be the selling
Yeah.
point for that one. I don't think my face will do too well there,
Hey, brother, you never know till you try.
Hey,
Hey,
man.
man, that's right. That's
There's
fair.
a lane for everybody.
It's going down the red.
Fair
key.
enough. Yeah, making my own content, making a good amount of money for my own content, and just fuck it, doing more shows, producing more shows, seeing where that route could go. I don't want to do television. I'd love to probably one day help produce a Netflix or HBO show. That'd be kind of cool route.
That'd be
Yeah.
fire.
That's definitely that's one of the mountaintops I'd love to reach. Yeah, but not the only one.
That's right,
Gotcha.
man.
That was the final question.
Oh, that was the final question.
I always ask this one too, so we're not done.
See?
And then I swear to you, it's
In-
so-
This is
In-
funny for me. I don't.
Incapable.
What advice do you have though for anybody that's interested in engineering, the engineering field, the podcast industry, videography? What advice do you have for those individuals that want to get started? They may be in a
Move
small
to New
market.
York. Get your ass out here.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? That's not. You know, I've had this question asked for me, and I never went that route of like, you got to come over here to do that. But definitely it helps out because this is
It's
The
the
hub.
hub.
the hub.
man.
It's a hub. It's one of two. In my opinion, one of two hubs.
I think in New York. I don't think LA as much. I think in New
I
York.
think New York too.
If you were do you act?
No.
If you were an actor, you would have thought LA.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's what usually happens. People
Yeah.
want to act. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, go to LA. I used to feel like, okay, like you could be in New York and be an actor, but I feel like, no, I'm not gonna lie, LA really is the spot.
Yeah.
So to me, the only two hubs are LA and New York. For people who want to do more so engineering, photography, etc. I mean, practice is the biggest one, but I don't mean practices in like just fuck with the camera. I mean fuck with the camera and with people around you. Take pictures of your friends. I did a lot of free work. And I still do sometimes free
Still?
work. Yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah. If I have found myself in opportunities where I brought myself and I was like, you know what, I have a camera with me, and then that opened way more doors than the one gig that probably paid me a good amount of money.
Yeah.
Like a lot more doors. And it's weird.
Flip that free event.
You see my face all the time, they're gonna start recognizing you as that guy with that camera, or the guy who's DJing, or the guy with the microphone, and they're like, okay, well, since this is a familiar face, why not go with him? And then you just show yourself more and more and more. Do some free shit. Don't be ashamed of that. Make your money and practice. Those are probably my big three.
Those are all fair things to
Yeah.
say.
For sure, man. We appreciate it, man. Round of applause for that. And this is it, man.
All right.
That's all we got to interview there, man. But we appreciate you Eddin coming through, man. Integral part of the podcast industry.
Thank you, Eddin, on all platforms.
Yeah, thank you, Eddin, everywhere, man. In
Can you
New
spell
York City.
Eddin for him real quick, though?
EDDIN.
For
Yeah.
sure, man.
Eddin.
Don't mess it up.
Shout out to you for not doing that.
What you mean?
You didn't mess his name up.
Oh, yeah.
Did anyone think my name was Eden for a second?
No.
Aaron?
Initially,
Did anyone think it was a fake name?
no.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody put some effort.
I want to
in that,
make sure
man.
you felt we were real, though.
Yeah.
I also use my name. I'm like, this is my name and number, bro. I'll give you the government right here.
Didn't work earlier.
Didn't work. Some aspects.
Next.
It's not
Hey,
enough
we're gonna
for
be
some
riding on
people.
that for a while.
Oh, man.
I felt like an ugly bitch today.
Wow.
Yeah. We just got
Just
stood
stood
up.
up.
I mean, I'm here. I came through great.
Nah, you
no,
did.
you're
Nah,
good.
you
Right?
did.
Yeah.
Not
Got
your
you.
thing, man.
And I was like, I gotta get here on time. I'm not gonna lie, y'all
Hey,
weren't that far
we
from
laughed
that.
at you. We was like, I'm gonna be there early. We was like,
Yeah.
What you mean, like a couple hours early? I'm gonna be there at 5:45.
5:45. I was like, because you know what? Yeah, I'm telling you, how many people have you got there late as fuck?
Every
Oh,
last
man.
one.
I'd feel terrible if I came up here late. I'm like, damn.
I appreciate that, bro. That's just
Yeah,
that's
for
a,
sure.
that's a character trait.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Everybody
Yeah.
doesn't have that.
Yes. You'd be surprised. You probably wouldn't be surprised. And
No,
you're
you
I've
wouldn't be at
seen
all.
the worst.
nah,
of the
you be
worst
like,
of
oh, I get it.
it. Yeah.
All right, for real.
Let's move on, man. That's you. That was you this time.
That was.
Next.
Next.